Yo ho, yo, blah blah. Just realized I spelled turbulence wrong. Give me a sec. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay. Righty. I think I'm a bit too big. There you go. Okay. So Tokisada has just ran away from us and fled into a fiacre with Nagusa and Kanan, which is not suspicious at all. And we've kind of just come to the conclusion that they're planning something bad. Tokisada. I took out the beautiful cross from under my blouse, the one he gave me only a short while ago.
でも気持ちは真面目なんだよ。本当に。できるなら今すぐ祝言をあげたいくらいで。
I'm wondering if he's planning something self-sacrificial. Like some sort of martyr plan.
このクルスはその誓いみたいなものだよ。
I knew he wasn't trying to deceive me. After yesterday's rain-soaked kiss, and today as well, I could feel his desire to be with me, but... What are you hiding from me? Looking at Tinyo Island and sighing isn't going to change anything. Hime, I'm not sure what happened, but please cheer up. I'm sorry if I'm worrying you, Daifuku. I just can't bring myself to smile today. I've never felt this anxious before. I feel like something terrible's going to happen. I'm so anxious now that I can hardly breathe. Kiki? Are things that bad? Unfortunately, there haven't been any bad omens from the sun, but I still feel uneasy inside. I'm thinking of consulting Tsukiyomi. You can talk to Juliet there, so why don't you come?
あいにくと僕は何も感じないな。
He responded so nonchalantly as he gazed at the Shinjui's spring. So am I just overthinking things?
お前の近しいものに災いがあるのかもしれない。
Huh?
どうまか僕か、それとも時定か。
Hair back. The image of yesterday when he left came to mind. Maybe I should have forced him to stop. Tokisada is terribly confused, Tsukiyomi. Isn't there anything I can do for him?
僕に聞かれても困る。
I'm sorry. I thought you might know something since you're an outsider too.
僕は彼ではないからね。
Is it true that outsiders have to perform some sort of miracle to stay on the island?
誰かがそう定めたわけではない。
But, yeah, it's not been mandated, but it's expected, right? But something was really wrong with Tokisada.
あの刀が重いのだろう。
This again. Well, would it have been better if his katana didn't find its way here? I knew it was horrible of me to say so, but the anxiety building up inside of me was so great I couldn't hold myself back.
我が愛し子よ。もしかの者が再び波に飲まれそうになったら、お前が呼び寄せてやるのだよ。僕に言えるのはそれくらいだ。
Here I am again. I had no letters to deliver today. Coming here was the only thing I could think to do now. Good day.
はい、こんにちは。またササラからですか?
Nothing is different about Kanlan today. He seemed to have been dusting the shelves. Next to him was that firearm called a gun. No, I don't have any letters for you today. I just wanted to talk to you about something.
それは嬉しいですね。先に言っていただければ、あなたが好きそうな菓子でも用意しておいたのに。
What are you doing to Tokisada? There's no need for that. Oh,
では
am I losing my voice?
何を話しましょう?
First, there we go. Let's talk about Kaina.
手紙を書いてほしい？それとも読みから引っ張り上げてほしい？
I don't mean to pester you about it, but it'd be great if you could tell me how things are going for both.
まあ、さすがに当の長である僕でも難しいですね。
Naturally.
カイナは僕のことで何か言っていましたか?
No, not at all.
ではあなたは僕と兄が似ていると思いますか?
Oh, this is a weird thing to get a question about. And we need to save. Okay. So this is where the bad ends can start. Save so nice, you gotta do it twice. And we are saying, why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me that?
傍から見て僕たち兄弟はどう思われているのだろうなと。
I'm an only child, so in a sense I envy you.
可愛らしい回答ですね。僕と兄はね、全く似ていないと思うんですよ。まあ、氏より育ちということわざがあるくらいですから。
Nature versus nurture, a phrase used to discuss whether human behavior is more strongly affected by the environment or genetic predisposition. You mean, which of the two has a stronger influence on a person's personality?
ええ、あれです。つまり兄は、唐に生まれても、もう王の人間なんですよ。
I don't recall him talking about this before, but... By any chance, are you against the color class system too?
反対と答えたら、何か変わりますか？変革を施行するには知力が、そ
Wait,
れを実行するには強靭な精神力が必要です。
are you saying that in this route, Nagisa is against the color class system? That doesn't make sense. He's been so for it every other time. Well, no. Well, yes, he has. He's been like... I mean, that's the reason why he didn't like Kuroba so much, because he was like, black class are bad. Bullshit, you know? Like, that's why he was so much of a dick to Kuroba, because he believed in the color system so much. I think Nagisa just wants to take over everything. Oh, are they planning? Ooh. Are they planning to knock down the primary colors? And be like, no, there's not gonna be any, like, people will keep to their colors, right? Their color groups. But there won't be a hierarchy anymore. Except for, you know, the pretty colors and the ugly colors. Because I can imagine Nagisa being like, okay, we're gonna knock down the primary colors so they're on the same level as us. And there's, like, equality there. And there's no, color class, like hierarchy there. But we're still gonna treat the ugly, quote-unquote, colors like bullshit because we're better than them still. Like, something kind of like that. Maybe? I'm trying to figure out what their fucking angle is here.
例えば赤座や、あなたのように。
Did he purposefully leave out Togisada's name? There are others out there. Aren't you and Nagisa trying to bring a better future to this island?
このままではつまらないと思ってはいますね。
For example?
それがなかなか浮かびませんで。
He's lying. I see. I'm sorry. It was rude of me to ask that so suddenly.
あなたと赤座は変えたいんですよね、この島を。兄の手紙を届けに来たとき、ここで熱く語っていましたし。
新しい未来に不要なものは壊したいのです。
I want to bring about change too. I want to help. He heard that?
なんと素晴らしい志かと、僕は抱く胸を打たれていたのですよ。
He really can't be trusted. No, he's so slimy. No. Ugh. He's shady as. His words were smooth, yet lacked any emotion. I couldn't tell his real intentions at all. I want to change things. With Tokisada. I've decided to look for things that I can do, even if they're nothing great.
それがあなたなんですよね。
Oh shit! Okay. He's pulling a gun on us. Great. Okay, no, yeah, I think all of that was just a bullshit lie. Kanon picked up the gun nearby, looking straight at me as he fiddled with it.
撃ったりはしませんよ、あなたを。ただ忠告しておきたいんです。確かにあなたは赤座、断りの保護下にある。軍やドーマ殿もあなたの心身を脅かす者には容赦しないでしょう。この島の未来を変えようと、おせっかいを焼いて物おじせずに首を突っ込むあなたは素晴らしい。でも兄は外し、この島で最も重い罪を犯した男です。彼に肩入れしていると、あなたまで疑われますよ。もしやオランピアは、黄泉の罪人と通じたのか、とね。僕は兄とあなたの醜聞を書きたくない。
Oh, you are such a cunt. And I hate that way of thinking.
BAM!
The fuck? I instinctively crouched down on the floor.
気をつけないと、こうやって撃たれちゃうかもしれませんよ。
Kanan. Does he despise me? His eyes were sullen and icy cold. Hime, you're right. Daifuku came scuttling out of my bag. I'm sorry to surprise you, Daifuku. We were just fooling around. This man. Did he do something to Hime?
おととい、ナグサが言っていたでしょ。少しでも未来を美しいものにしたいと。
Yeah. No. I think it is. I think it's just a complete banishment of... Or, like, well, no, I guess because they'll want to keep the Otsu and the core around because they're labor, right? As awful as it sounds. Maybe they want to turn them into interns. Or something. But yeah, I feel like they want a complete separation between Yomi and the surface. Yes?
では、誰がこの島を美しく変えるのか。あなたでしょうか。やはり赤座でしょうか。それとも、あなたが愛する時貞でしょうか。
Yes, maybe Tokisada. Yes, maybe Tokisada.
楽しみです。さて、あなたとずっと遊んでいたいのは山々ですが、この後少々野暮用がありまして。
Sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll take my leave then.
ぜひまたいらしてください。
I thought he was going to shoot me. I leaned against a tree near Ibisuro and breathed out a huge sigh. I wasn't able to ask him much about what they did yesterday with Tokisada. Maybe I should ask Tokisada directly. Oh! Okay. Tales of Berseria remastered? Tales of Berseria doesn't need to be remastered. It's already on PlayStation 4. I guess maybe they're getting it out now, so it's quick. I mean, I guess since it's so new, they can kind of do it really quickly and then bop it off, but come on, that's not what the Tales of Fandom wants anymore. And it's going to be full price. The game already runs at 4K at almost setups. Yeah. Yeah, Tales of Berseria doesn't need a remaster. You can already purchase it on PlayStation 5. Sorry, I've gotten distracted by this. Come on, where's Tales of the Abyss or Tales of Exilia 2? That's what the people want. That, and there's still like a couple of Japanese only games that have never been released in English that they could have done. But I'm guessing since it's so new of a game that they can just kind of easily chuck it out and be like, look, it's done, woo! I want Abyss, please. I would really like to be able to play Abyss without having to emulate it. It's kind of my biggest thing. Yeah, I think they're doing the easy to do remasters out of the way. Okay. Weird. Company's making weird gaming choices, man. Here I am again. Camellia, my love. I didn't have any today, so I just came by for a cup of tea. Look, I also brought Daifuku with me. Oh my, it looks like you've gained even more weight, dear brother. You're just imagining things. Never mind that. It seems something is troubling Hime. I see. Perhaps it is regarding Lord Tokisada. Parents seem to be worried about it as well. He mentioned that Lord Tokisada was having some trouble with Lord Tsuneho of the Green. What? Lord Tokisada has been behaving normally in public, but he has been keeping to himself when at the manor. Camellia? What is it?
とにかくお茶で
Translate
も
for
どうぞ。
us.
お席はこちらでいかがですか？
Camellia gently pushed my back. Ah. My cross tumbled out from under my blouse.
かわいい。さては時貞様からですね。もしかして求婚のお品かな？
Huh?
やっぱりそうだ。おめでとうございます。時貞様は優しく真面目な方ですから幸せになれますよ。
I picked up the cross from the
結
floor.
び方が少し緩かったんですね。なくしちゃうといけませんから何重にも肩結びしておくといいですよ。
I'll do that.
でもとうとうお二人があのデートの本
Yes,
ちょ
it
っと
did,
は
girl.
役に立ちました？
It did. Absolutely it. Sure.
おいおい、いつにも増して賑やかだな。
だってとうとうお婿さんが決まったんですよ。時貞様です。
Huh?
おお、そいつはめでたい。カメリア、今日はラクサと牛肉のサテくれ。
かしこまりました。先生、二人の婚儀のお祝い何にします？
Camellia, that's still...
噂をすれば未来の旦那様ですよ。
よう時貞、婿に決まったんだって。よかったな。幸せになるよ。
何？
せっかくだし、二人仲良く湯に浸かってこい。後輩祝いに俺がお湯代を出
For
す。
God's sake, Kuraba. Kuraba! There you go again.
そんなことできるわけないだろ。
Everyone in the hall turned towards us, hearing Tokisada's distressed
Tokuga.
voice.
僕がそんなこと。
So yeah, I'm guessing when he's rubbing his collar, he's touching his cross. Tokisada rubbed his collar again repeatedly as if he was
不
irritated.
愉快だ。今日はもう帰る。
Tokisada! Unbelievable. I've been chasing after him since yesterday. As I was about to give chase, I felt someone gently pull on my hand.
今のは半分以上黒羽が悪い。
いや、悪いのは認めるけどさ。まさかあそこまで。
Yosuke's shoulders dropped with a sigh. Then he beckoned us to a table behind a partition.
君たちは信用できるから教えるよ。
Or does he actually have scars on his body that he's hiding?
時貞は体にあざがあってね。
Okay, so it's both.
目立つ。
Because I'm like, for the longest time I thought, oh, he's got a scar on his neck from where he was beheaded, right? Or maybe other scars on his body, and that's why he's wearing a high collar. But then he was like, he showed us his cross, and I was like, oh, okay, no, that's what he was grabbing. And I was like, but I still feel like I'm vindicated, man. He does have a scar from, yeah, probably where he was beheaded.
それを少しでも薄くしたくて薬湯に浸かりに来てるんだ。
Oh, yeah, and through the bath water, he's trying to make it fade, right?
早く言えよ、そんな大事なこと。
I mean, that's private info.
お客様の個人情報です。
ああ、そうだったのか。悪いことした。すまない時貞。
And I'm guessing he doesn't want Byakuya to see it, right? Scar. Does that mean the reason he didn't want to take off his clothes when we got wet was because of that?
でも正直僕もあそこまで怒るとは思ってませんでした。
からかわれて照れたというのも多少はあるとは思うけど、やはりあざを見られたくないんじゃないかな。
ほら、こんな場所ですし、廊下などはくつろいだお支度の方がほとんどでしょう。でも時貞様は お部屋から出るときにもうきっちり着込んでしまうんです。
Hmm.
絶対に何があっても僕とよすが様以外には肌を見せません。
Kurobo looked really down on himself. I mean, yeah.
ただ通い始めてもう1年くらい経つけど全く効かないんだよね。
美肌の湯、えらい評判だもんな。
そう噂を聞いたんだと思う。万人に聞くものではないから絶対に薄くなる約束はできないよって最初に言ったんだよ。それでもいいからってかなり強くせがまれて。気にしすぎも良くないと思うけどちょっと珍しいあざなんだよね。
Unusual. Okay. So it's not just a scar. Like, I assume that there's a ring scar around his neck where his head was lopped off. In the
怪
other
我や
world.
やけどでの色素沈着とか。
そういうものでもないような。
You know, I'll go after him. I mean, it's been a while. He's probably long gone by now. He's not around anywhere. Maybe he went back to the Green District. Or maybe he's at the beach? I ran towards Yomotsu Hidasaka.
オランピア
Kinda. I was surprised to see him at the moment, but I immediately noticed something was wrong. What is it? You don't look well. Are you hungry?
それならよかったんだけど突然で申し訳ないんだけど誰にも聞かれたくない大事な話があるんだ。
Of course. I'm worried about Tokisada, but something's direly wrong with Kaina. Of course. What is it?
路地裏じゃ安心できない。地獄殿にわがままを言ってくれないか。わあ、懐かしいな。前にも言ったけど以前はよく通ったんだ。でもさなみと出会ってからはやめた。
Kaina looked up at the sky.
君はさ、島の周囲にある離れ島に行ったことがある？ああ、天女島じゃなくて。
I heard there was one with an orchard, but I've never been. I wouldn't mind seeing the different islands one day.
そのうちの一つの島で俺とさなみは相引きしていたんだ。昼間だと目立つから夜に別々に船を出して帰りももちろん時間をずらして帰る。さなみはさ、屋台の手伝いをしていたんだ。広場の蕎麦屋さん。出汁がうまくてさ、週に2回は食べに行ってた。
I didn't know that. I like the food there too.
それである日、屋台の車輪が外れちゃってさ、俺、修理とか得意だったから直させてもらって。もちろん、外しのことは知ってたから、最初は本当に清い関係だったんだよ。
I see.
でも、触れずにいることに我慢できなくなって。見つからないうちに別れた方がいいって分かってたんだよ。二人で何度もその話はした。それでも、どうしても、俺たちは離れられなかったんだ。
A little while ago, I might not have been able to understand what he meant. But now I knew now more than ever. I understood exactly what he was saying.
その島はさ、代々唐の長の持ち物でさ。
It's the same with the Bisudo too, right?
そうそう。ガラクタ倉庫なんだよ。捨てるには忍びないけど、用途がわからないようなものを突っ込んでる。
Oh, is there something bad on on the island like tanks, or well, I guess no, tanks are too big to wash up on the beach. But some sort of other kind of dangerous weaponry.
さっきも言ったけど、俺修理とか機械いじり好きでさ、そういうところは塔の血が強いんだと思う。ほら、俺の生まれの父親は塔の前長だろ。大きくなったら使えって合鍵を託してくれたんだ。まあ好意っていうよりは手のいい掃除係兼管理人くらいの気持ちだったんだろうけど、正直ほとんど話した記憶がないんだよね。早くに白で死んじゃったしさ。
The previous leader of the Orange too? Haku has taken a lot of lives. I guess that's why Kanan became the next leader despite his age.
ただ実際そこは誰も近づかない場所だった。そして王ではガラクタ遊びはいい顔をされなかった。だから暇を見つけてはそこ行って鉄くずいじるのが趣味だったんだ。でもサナミと出会ってからは違う意味を持った。でもあの夜、いきなり軍人が押し入ってきた。塔の長しか鍵を持っていない倉庫なのに。
Oh. Is Kanan the reason why Kaina and Sanami were caught? Did Kanan fucking send the cops after them? That must mean someone was following you.
やっぱり知らなかったか。外しが見つかる大半の理由はね、密告なんだ。密告の報奨金は10万円って聞いた。見つかればよほどの理由がない限り死罪になる。命の値段は10万円なんだね。俺たちも誰かに密告されたんだと思う。
And the only one who would have had the key to the island is Kanan. Do you have an idea on who?
俺のは匿名だったって。つまり金目当てじゃなかったんだ。
So there's no way of finding out who reported you.
そうだろうか。
No, and I think Kaina's suspicious of Kanan as well. Kaina stared at me. He looked at me so seriously that I began to feel a chill.
オランピア。俺、さっきから言ってるよね。
Yeah. So
So
fucking
cool, Kanan.
Kanan is the one who
Tone
ratted
was
out
illegal.
his own brother to the cops? God, Kanan's a piece of shit. Yes, but the leader of the Orange. Kaina, don't tell me.
俺はカナンが密告したんだと思ってる。
Wait, that can't be. Kanan was so worried about you. There were even tears in his eyes and he thanked me for delivering your letter to him.
だって俺とサナミは地下室にいたんだ。船に乗り込むところまでは他の人でも見られるかもしれない。でも倉庫の地下の部屋の鍵まで持ってるやつなんて限られるんだよ。俺は塔の前長の父ソザンから特別に合鍵を渡された。なら元の鍵を持っているのは塔の長を。
God, Kanan, you suck. No, I think they're setting up Tokisada for something. Kanan and Nagusa are probably like pretending that they're gonna change the island and, you know, bring peace or whatever the fuck. But I think right now my theory is that they're setting up Tokisada to take the fall for something and make him some sort of, what's the word? Make an example out of him and be like, see, look at who the people are who are trying to make changes of the island. Look at how bad and crazy and awful they are. We must be even more racist, you know, to like fucking make it so that there's just no way you can ever make change. I was too scared to say his name. The name of the person I never trusted. Even still. Assuming that he did do it, why?
俺のこと、弟を疑うひどい男だと思ってる。それとも気が触れたと。
No, not at all, but...
その理由を知りたいから会いたいんだよ。
Oh, is that kind of the true reason why he wants to be able to go up to the surface? Because again, if he had put that in a letter, Akaza would have not permitted it to go through, right? And he's probably aware of that. So he wanted to get an excuse to go up to the surface to talk to him, right? I held my breath and stared at him.
さなみに花を備えたいのももちろん本当だよ。
うん。
ただあいつとも話したい。
I wasn't sure how to respond. I wanted to tell him he must be overthinking it.
でも本当は
うん。
うすうす分かってるんだ。王のくせにオツの女性と寝た。そんな俺が許せなかったんじゃないかと思うんだよ。でもさ、だったらそれは俺がサナミを殺したことにならないかな。
No, kinda no. No, it's not your fault, sweetie. Kinda looked up at Yomi's sky with tears in his eyes. It looked as though he was trying to see through it to the surface.
なんてね、うっそー。
Huh?
こんな話を信じたの？俺の作り話に決まってるじゃん。君は本当にお人よしだな。今の完全に騙されてたろ。
Kinda what the fuck? He was kidding? Then why did he ask to talk to me in private?
ヨミの生活がつまんなくてさ、君をからかってみただけだよ。ごめんね。
I don't trust any of this now. Oh! Bella Charles, thank you for the follow. I just saw that right now. Thank you. I was like, I don't kinda what the fuck? No. There's no way. He went into so much detail and so much seriousness for that to all be bullshit. Did he suddenly get scared? Or maybe he realized sharing this with me would put me in danger. Yeah, I think that's it. He realized telling her all this would probably probably get her targeted. A bead of sweat rolled down my back, and with it a shiver ran through my body. On the other hand, this could be an opportunity for me to change things on the island. You're so mean, Kaina. And to think I gave you sesame seed balls and delivered your letter.
あれはうまかったな。まあとにかくこの話は忘れて。
Don't you ever tease me like that again. So, was that all the mischief you wanted to make today?
お、終わり。
In that case, I'm gonna head to the Kotowari now and talk to them for a bit.
オランピア？
What? What you told me was made up, right? Which means I can play the same prank on someone else there.
待って、ダメだよ。信じるな。嘘だよ。ごめん。君は何も関係ないから。
What are you saying? We're friends, aren't we?
友達だから心配なんだよ。
Yeah, there we go. He quickly covered his mouth. Busted. You just want to protect us. Don't worry, Kaina. You can trust them.
違う。赤座たちのことは信用してるよ。でもカナンが知ったら もしかしたら君まで。
Then just pray to Lord Hideko and Lady Amaterasu for my safety.
やっぱりやめよう。君を巻き込んでごめん。今のは俺の妄想。
Kinda. I know this will sound strange, but this might be the opportunity I was looking for. Lord Jigen said to me that there would need to be a good reason for the leaders to consider abolishing the Hazushi executions. I want to bring change to the island. I want as many people as possible to be able to live freely with the ones they love.
Olympia.
So please, let me use what you said.
わかったよ。
Well, the thing is, I don't understand how this information helps us. Like, it's good to, like, know that Kanan is absolutely 100% guaranteed authentic piece of shit. Like, that's good to know. But I'm not sure how this information helps with our goals. Because, like, informants exist. Who cares? Like, I don't think the general populace would be like, oh, so the Kanan sold out his brother to the police because he's Hazushi. Like, I don't understand yet, I guess, how this helps us bring change to the island. Thank you for telling me. I'll do my best to make sure your suffering wasn't in vain.
ごめんね。俺も死ぬ気で君の無事をヒルコ様に祈るから。
While you're at it, please pray for Tokisada too. I don't know, I feel like it's maybe not smart though to go directly from talking with Kaina specifically in the bathhouse where they could be seen, you know, wanting to talk in private, going into the bathhouse, then leaving, and then going straight to the Kotowari. I feel like I would have, like, personally, I feel like I would have gone somewhere else to fuck around a bit for a bit more, like, because we were in the middle of the street looking for Tokisada, and it's like, hey, I need to talk to you about something important, can we go somewhere private? And she was like, oh, okay, sweet. That could have been overheard. That could have been seen by someone. We go and we have this private talk. And that's to say, if there isn't any way someone could overhear exactly what we were saying in the room. But when we leave the room, that could be seen. And then going straight to the Kotowari, that could also be seen and overheard now. So I'm like, I would have gone other places. I would have gone to the plaza. I would have grabbed some food. Would have maybe gone to the beach. Just fucked around so it looks like it was no big deal. And then go to the Kotowari because, like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, talk to my friends or whatever. I feel like going straight to the Kotowari is like, okay, yep, something sus went down, you know? From the looks of it, I guess you two knew about it all along.
知っていたというよりも
I was so accustomed to seeing no emotion on his face that the sight of his frown was worrisome. I could only assume what horrible things I would hear next.
カイナも報奨金のことを話していたのでしょ、密告。正確には陳情は推奨されています。
普通の処刑はさ、軍と断りと医者名店での審問を経て決定される。ただ外しだけはその罪状の重さから軍のみの判断で行えてしまうんだ。
冤罪の可能性を指摘したこともあります。ただ確かめようにもほとんどが速やかに処刑されてしまう。
Evidence of wrongful executions in the past, but the execution still went on without due process?
軍の上層部は原式と毒式で構成されてる。 嫌な言い方になるが、式の秩序を乱した不届き者を消すことは奴らにとって素晴らしい正義なんだよ。
Ew. Gross. I was so overwhelmed that my knees gave way and I collapsed onto the floor. So, even murder is considered lawful if it's done in the name of protecting the color class system?
そのセリフ、この部屋以外では言うなよ。
Unable to hold back my frustration, I bit my lip until it bled. The taste of blood made me want to vomit, but I somehow held myself back. Doesn't that mean things won't change?
少なくとも、奴を連行して処罰することはできないな、現状では。
Finally, tears began to flow from my eyes. I quickly took out a handkerchief from my bag and rushed to leave the room.
待ってください。
Don't worry. I won't go throw myself into the whirlpools or anything. I just need some time alone.
わかりました。
I can't do anything. Maybe I was being full of myself, thinking that I could ever affect change here. Wanting change doesn't mean a thing.
だったらそれは俺がサナミを殺したことにならないかな。
There's no way to right that wrong now. They even called the act of informing a crime prevention report and encouraged people to do so. I didn't want to accept it as fact. Kanan, did you really do that to Kaina? Is it because he became a Hazushi and broke the color class rules? The dusky waves carried a small piece of driftwood to my feet. That Iroha flower I set down into the sea. It's been a week since then, so it must have already wilted and sunk.
不愉快だ。今日はもう帰る。
His scar.
お前の近しいものに災いがあるのかもしれない。
I'm worried about him. But it would be improper to go to the Green District to see him now that it was late. I'll go there before my deliveries tomorrow. Looking out at Tenyo Island, floating against the growing darkness, I spoke a quiet prayer. Lady Amaterasu, Mother, please protect Tokisada. He is very precious to me. I want him to stay on this island forever. Please. Please protect Tokisada from any trouble that may befall him. Shit's about to get real. This is also the last chapter with selections. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 chapters left. So we might finish it today. I don't know, it depends how long these chapters are. But we might finish up Tokisada today, depending. It looks like the sun is doing well today. Although my throat's hurting for some reason. Blech. Drink my water. Well, it's not water, it's like it's grape flavored electrolyte drink. I gazed up at the sky after finishing my morning prayer. The sun hasn't changed since that day, and Doma hasn't made mention of anything bad happening.
お前の近しいものに災いがあるのかもしれない。
My heart felt even heavier and more painful than yesterday, making me look at the bright sky and ocean with bitterness.
おはようございます。お食事をお持ちいたしました。
Good morning, Chigaya.
もしやお体の具合でも昨日から元気がないように見えます。
After a moment's pause, I replied, "That's just something that's been bothering me." Tsukiyomi hinted that something bad might happen to someone I know. I've never felt so anxious before. I'm scared of what might happen next.
時貞様のことが心配なのですね。
I don't know for sure that it's him. I'm just hoping nothing bad will happen, period.
でしたらここで思い悩むより早くお食事とお支度を済ませて緑に向かうべきですわ。臆してはなりません。
Her unexpectedly bold voice resounded in my ears.
母君や天女島の女たちの肉体は確かにこの世界から失われてしまいました。でもその魂は確かにあの島に宿り、あなた様とあなた様が愛したものを見守っているはずです。あなた様は決して一人ではないのですよ。
Chigaya. She was smiling gently at me when suddenly I felt as though I could see Ikimi's spring right behind her.
いやあ、お疲れ様。昨日は申し訳なかったね。
Ooh, why did we come down to Yomi? To get letters? You don't need to apologize, Yosuga. And I don't plan on giving Kuraba a hard time either.
実は朝方に時貞から使いが来て、しばらく読みには行けないと。
Huh?
昨日えらく思い詰めた様子だったろう。追いかけたよね。
I wish I knew. I wish I knew what happened. I wasn't able to find him at all. I don't have any deliveries today, so I was planning on heading to the Green District.
わかった。もしも時貞の気が変わってここに顔を出したら捕まえておくよ。
Thank you very much. He's not coming to the bathhouse for a while? Something definitely isn't right. I bet Kanan and Nagusa are involved.
オランピア、俺さっきから言ってるよね。倉庫の鍵は塔の長以外持てないって。
Unfortunately, there's no way I can accuse Kanan with the little information I have now. It's just my luck. There isn't a carriage in sight. I got on my tiptoes to look beyond the street in frustration
オラ
when...
ンピア様、
Oh, good day.
よかった。お会いできて。実はまたあの子に手紙を届けていただきたくて。
Why, of course. I'll take good care of it.
厚かましいお願いですが、次にまた手紙をお願いするときにはどうすればよろしいでしょうか。先日も申し上げましたが、私たちは王へは行けませんし。
I know. Why didn't I think about it earlier? Oh? Or putting a letterbox in front of the Kotowari? My dear, kind, good Sir Director, I humbly bring you an earnest request today.
61通目の嘆願書は今私が作成中です。
Would it be possible to set up a letterbox in front of the Kotawari? Just like the one down in Yomi?
え
The Penakaza was using rolled out of his hand. You know the people of the Core and the Otsu aren't able to go to Dorma's manor to request my services. I actually received another letter from Matsuba's mother. He carefully opened the envelope to inspect it as usual. Seeing how this district is neutral, any colored class can come here to drop off letters, right? I thought about maybe putting it in the plaza, but since this would be so much more secure...
手間賃は高いですよ。
How much?
冗談です。即答はできませんが、黒羽と相談しておきます。
I look forward to a positive reply. I gave a deep bow before continuing. About yesterday. I'm sorry for running out like that.
いえ、あれはこちらこそ陳情の仕組みを隠していたわけではないのですが、進んで説明する気になれなかったのは確かです。
I'd never seen him sound so unconfident. That must be the reason why he's like that. Well, I was planning to go over to Ebisudo after this, so...
やめておきなさい。
My body froze hearing his voice sound harsher than usual.
カナンのようなものは、あなたのそのお人よしでおせっかいなところを利用するんですよ。一番最初の瓦版のことを、もう忘れたんですか？
I just want to talk to him. And that's our last choice? Oh. Shit, no. I've gotta go back. I was supposed to make a save.
一番最初の瓦版のことを、もう忘れた。 一番最初の瓦版のことを、
I've gotta make a save here. Save so nice, you gotta do it twice. Oh. Yeah, I pressed the wrong one. It's okay. It's okay.
一番最初の瓦版のことを。
I just want to talk to him. That's what we're saying. I just want to talk to him.
何かを変えたいというあなたを可能な限り手助けしたいとは思っています。ただ、カナンに関してはもっと嫌な方に傾くのではという予感がしています。
What do you mean by that?
時貞がこの島に流れ着いたばかりの頃、彼は同じ毒式のナグサやカナンと親しくしていました。そのうち湯屋に通うようになり、彼らとは疎遠になったように見えました。ですが最近、時貞が彼らと一緒にいる姿がたびたび目撃されています。あなたと一緒にいる時間を割いてまで不思議に思いませんか？
エビスローの主には注意した方がよろしいかと。
Kaza too. Wait, I'm sure he's heard the same rumors Saw has, so... What is it that you're trying to say?
時貞はこの島の5人目のまれびとです。しかも緑という毒式に席を得た。同じ毒式のナグサやカナンが時貞を祭り上げ、政権の転覆を目論んでいるのではと考えています。
Yeah, they're gonna try and use Tokisada to overthrow the primary colors, right? So that there's no, like, hierarchy with primary and secondary colors. But, of course, they'll still oppress the Otsu and the Ko and the Hazushi. Like, that's still not going to be okay, but it's just... the secondary colors won't be secondary, right? Huh?
念のため、渚とカナンにはしばらく見張りをつけます。ただの取り越し苦労であれば、
Yeah.
その
And my
他に
guess is that... because when... my guess is that when Tokisada's sword washed ashore, that's when the plan started. And I think, yeah, the plan is to get Tokisada to kill the current leaders. I mean, it did say assassin's katana, so maybe that's what his role in this is to assassinate the current leaders. So that Nagisa, he, and Kanan can take over instead.
そういう事情ですので、あなたはもう彼に、カナンに関わるべきではない。あなたは大事な白なのですから。
Overthrow the current rule. Yeah, and they've convinced Tokisada, I guess, that this is for the greater good. The greater good. That if they were in charge, they could change the rules and make it better, but that's not what they want to do. They don't want to make it better like Tokisada does. It's like something from a story. I've been working to bring what little change I could to the island. But if Tokisada is really involved, then I need to stop him. Akasa told me not to get involved with Kanan, but he didn't say I couldn't talk to Tokisada. I mean, Tokisada will be my husband after all. Ah, he stepped out?
ええ、たった今です。
I was in the Green District being greeted by an apologetic Chamberlain. Do you know where he went?
申し訳ありません。そこまでは。
He wasn't at the bathhouse or the plaza. Where else could he be? Well, may I please see Lord Tsuneho? I'd like to see how he is doing.
重ねて申し訳ありません。実は、常ほ殿は今、どなたともお会いにな
No,
りま
I
せん。
think Tsuneho died. I think he's dead. And they've been pretending that he's fine, but just not seeing anyone for reasons. Really? Is there a problem?
先日お倒れになってから、その、少々塞ぎ込まれておりまして。寝所には医療院の者と世話係しか入れず。ただ、お体そのものはだいぶ落ち着かれたようで、そこは私どもも安堵しております。
I see. Well, can you let him know that I came to visit then?
かしこまりました。
No. He's not here either. I stood on the river's edge and looked down at the show glimmering underneath. Why did you run from me, Tokisada? Was it because you didn't want me to see you with Kanan? Or is there another reason?
僕はこの島で一番ここが好き。
Yeah, I think they've roped him into assassinating the current leaders.
だからお姉さんと来てみたかった。
Why aren't you telling me anything?
この世界で僕はずっと半分のまま一人なんじゃないかって。
If it means anything to you, I believe you're my soulmate. Yep. She's here anyway. He wouldn't be here, would he? Not that I'd go inside after what Akaza said. I wonder if I could peek through a window or something. As I looked at the building from afar.
オランピア、どうかなさいましたか?
Oh shit. Fuck. Not this guy.
これは申し訳ありません。驚かせてしまいましたね。
No, I just wasn't paying attention to my surroundings.
さては、時貞のことでも考えていたのでしょう。
He was in the carriage that day too. I can't deny that. I was actually looking for him, but I haven't been able to find him anywhere. I'm thinking he may have gone someplace I'm unfamiliar with. Do you know where he is by any chance?
残念ですが、彼がどこにいるか私も知りません。
I took a careful look around. There are a lot of people around us, and he doesn't seem to be carrying any weapons. I doubt he'd do anything to me here in broad daylight. Byakuya, please do not. Please don't say anything to incite him to violence. Maybe I can coax some information out of him. Sweetie, you most definitely cannot coax some information out of him. We've established in this game already that you are very bad at doing this. But he wasn't at the Green District. And the last time I saw him, he was with you and Kanan. His expression changed. Girly. Do you want to die? Is my question, Byakuya. Good lord.
オランピア、おそらく時貞は今あなたのための策を密かに練っているのですよ。
For me?
実は先日、婚儀において花婿がなすべきことを彼に話してやったのです。
Hearing his words made me frown.
仲間にはすでに妻をめとった者もおりますからね。つまり下世話な男同士のたわごとですよ。
Oh, is that so?
もし時貞を見かけたら伝えておきます。
Thank you very much. Now if you'll excuse me. I quickly turned around and began to run. I'd always felt strange and unsettled when I spoke to Kanan. The same feeling struck me now when speaking to Nagisa. Yes, because you've just put a massive target on your back, sweetie. You're not very good at this whole this whole mental combat thing. I'm back, Daifuku. I brought us some Daifuku sweets. So why don't we have some? Please cheer up, Hime. I searched all over the island until the sun set, but I couldn't find Tokisada anywhere. Is he on the island? The Ebisuro island that they've got? I even thought that he might have gone out to sea, so I went to the beach and stayed there for some time too.
オランピア様、お戻りですか?
Oh shit.
今、時貞様がお見えになりました。
Uh-oh. I feel like this isn't maybe... Oh shit. Huh? Tokisada!
また突然来ちゃってごめんね。
No, it's fine, but you told Yosuke you would be going to the bathhouse for a while, right? Did something happen?
僕は大丈夫だよ。それより今夜はドーマ殿に折り入って話があるんだ。とても大事な話。
Are you going to ass in him? Or are you going to warn that you've been roped into ass-assing him? Because we have... Doma is not the type to take nicely to people trying to throw him over.
呼んでもらってもいいかな?
Sure. What is going on? From the looks of it, I doubt it's about our marriage. And there was a messenger from Lord Tsuneho that came before, too. Could it be that he wants to return to Japan?
やあ、天草四郎時貞。医者な点以外で話すのは初めてだな。
ご無沙汰いたしております。
Something's gonna go wrong. I've got the feeling, you know, the little shiver of like, ooh, apprehension.
して私に用とは、先に使いも立てず突然やってくるとは。
はい。とても大事な話です。
Togisada, please do not pull your sword on him. Togisada took a step forward.
王の長、ドーマ殿。
Yep.
今宵、そのお命を
Yeah.
頂戴します。
Kanan and... Yeah, that's what they've done. They've roped him into assassinating and killing all of the leaders. So that they can take over. Either that or the plan was like, they each go after one and they've sent Tokisada after Dolma because Dolma's easy to get to for him. And maybe like Nagusa or whatever are going after Shura and Jigen, but...
関の次元、生の修羅、王のドーマ。あなたが君臨している限り、この島に平等は訪れない。
Yeah, no. Kanan and Nagusa have just completely, like, fooled him.
僕は皆を導き、救済しなければ。
Tokisada gripped the hilt of his sword. Tokisada, stop! Don't you know what you're doing? This isn't a joke.
僕は本気だ。
なるほど。島の未来を変えるためにこの私を消すと。
はい。
3名のうち何故私を狙った。尊敬する次元や女に刃を向けたくはなかったか。
それはあなたが天女島の女たちを、彼女の母親を殺したからだ。
Oh. Is that true? Because, like, that's the theory we've had. Like, Dolma's somehow involved in the Red Calamity. Because that's how he got Byakuya to begin with. But is that true? But now I'm like, okay, well, if Tokisada got this information from Kanan or Nagusa, I'm like, okay, massive grain of salt, because I feel like they're just lying prick faces. So, like, I don't know if I can believe this information. I feel like it's a red herring now. I feel like it's not true. I feel like this is not true. Right now, at the very least. I don't think this is true. I think this is something... I mean, okay, if... Everything I'm saying could be, like, disproved the next line where Doma says, yes, that is true, but fuck you anyway. Like, he could turn around and say that, but, oh, okay. But I feel like either that is not true, or it is not the whole truth. Suddenly, everything inside of me froze. It was though time around me stood still, and I felt no trace of breath. I stood there like a wooden doll, unable to think or act.
13年前の石化の際の後、鋼殿が白で世を去り、あなたが王の長となった。
Oh, wait. Did Doma not become leader of the Yellow until after the Red Calamity?
だが本当は、鋼殿もあなたが殺したのではないのか?
No, I feel like this is bullshit he's been fed from Kanan and Nagusa in order to get him on their side.
この島を我が物にするために邪魔な者たちを排除したのではないか。
Huh? That can't be true. It must be a lie. Everything was happening so suddenly I was unable to think straight. I couldn't grasp the fragments of information blustering around in my mind.
そうか。ならば私を切るがいい。
Doma!
それがお前の選んだ役目なのだろう。その刀の使い道なのだろう。どうした？その刀で私の心臓を貫いてみよ。
Stop it! Both of you!
お姉さんは近づかないで。
Tokisada glared at me without loosening his
お
grip.
姉さんだって本当はこの男のそばから逃げ出したいでしょ。
Oh shit! Did Doma not like hearing that? Tokisada!
心配しなくても大丈夫だよ。お姉さんの仇は僕が撃つから。僕が助けるから。そして二人でこの島の未来を変えよう。
Why? Why is this happening?
お前の近しいものに災いがあるのかもしれない。
Is this what Tsukiyomi was talking about?
王のドーマ。
Tokisada took a small step
お
forward.
前は彼女から母親と仲間を奪った悪しき者だ。そして彼女をずっと縛り付けている。だが今夜でそれも終わりだ。
Tokisada strengthened his grip on the
僕
hilt.
はバレ人としてこの役目を果たす。
No! Before I knew it, I ran in front of Dolma.
な
I'm starting to feel like maybe Dolma is her biological father, and he visited the island in order to get her. But I'm just gonna say it again. I said this. I said this last stream, I believe. And I'm really, really thinking it again now. And I think... What was I saying? No, I had it. Yeah. It's insane to me to think that Tokisada's route is the second recommended route to play officially. The developers of this game say officially that the recommended route order is Riku, Tokisada, Yosuga, Kuroba, and then Himika and Akasa once you unlock their routes. It is crazy to me to play this route second. I am so happy I waited until last to do Tokisada's route because Tokisada's route has had the most reveals to me. Because, like, one, it reveals that the majority of the outsiders were unsure about Tsukiyomi yet, but I think Tsukiyomi's a god, so he really doesn't count here. But all of the outsiders have died and somehow miraculously come back to life upon the island. We're getting hints that maybe Dolma is absolutely behind the Red Calamity somehow. Maybe, not sure yet. That might be dubious information. Like, I don't know. It just feels crazy. I absolutely feel like you should not play Tokisada's route second. Especially after Riku's. No. I definitely think you should leave Tokisada's route to last. It just... Yeah, it feels crazy to me to play... The even idea of playing this route second when it's got so much seemingly revealed into it. Like... No, definitely. I definitely do not recommend playing Tokisada's route second. I absolutely would like leave it till third or fourth. Don't do this. Just don't. Stop now while you still can.
お姉さん、なぜその男をかばうの？僕は助けに来たんだよ。
I don't want you to use your katana like this.
お姉さん、
I can't refute everything you said. It's true I've been wanting to escape from here. But that doesn't mean I want him killed.
天草四郎時貞。その程度の覚悟では人など切れぬ。手も足も震えているではないか。
Meanwhile, Dom was just standing up here like, you cannot kill me if you're gonna be a weak bitch. Get out of here, man.
大方、バカどもにそそのかされたのだろう。
At the behest of fools.
還元に惑わされ、真偽を見抜く目もないとは。確かにまれびと
Oh,
としては
shut up,
力不
Doma.
足。
Do not make me regret saving you. Even though I didn't have an active choice in it. Huh? Is it referring to the Red Calamity? Was Tokisada deceived? Does that mean Doma didn't kill my mother or my people? Suddenly, a certain face appeared in my mind. Fucking lying piece of bitch!
こうやって撃たれちゃうかもしれませんよ。
Fuck you. Oh, you're awful. I hate him so much. It can't be. Who exactly is telling the truth?
仮にもお前はこの娘の夫になろうという男。一度だけは見逃してやろう。だが、再びこの私に刃を向けるのならば、その時には容赦せぬ。
Tokisada! I was about to chase after Tokisada when I suddenly stopped. Doma, about what he said earlier.
私が何故天女島の女を殺さねばならない。もっともお前は、この私の言葉など信用せぬだろう。
Oh, I just saved your life, man. You could at least stop being a dick for a little, for just like, for a single night. I will, but first I'm going after Tokisada. Oh, did he say Tsukuyomi? Oh, he did say Tsukuyomi. Tokisada! With the carriage, I was finally able to catch up to Tokisada before long. But Tokisada continued to walk into the ocean as if he couldn't hear me calling out for him. Oh, is this how we're gonna get to Tenyo Island? Don't go! Wait!
僕は帰る。もうこの島にいられない。いたくない。ほら波が、冷たい海が僕を呼んでる。
Oh, baby cakes, please.
僕はまれびとの落ちこぼれなんだ。何もできない。何の力もない。何も成し遂げることができない。落ちこぼれ。だからもう海に帰る。
What are you gonna do? You're gonna turn into sea foam? Stop being so depressed. Please don't say that. I already know that you died once before in your homeland. After hearing that, I'm confident that nothing about you can shake me. Tokisada's fingers twitched ever so slightly. The night ocean can be freezing, so let's head back to shore.
Yeah.
I tried to grab his hand, but he shook it off weakly. Tokisada, look at me. Don't turn your back on me. Ooh.
処刑するとおっしゃるのだ。
Huh?
常ほどのが。
Oh. Tsuneho is? Why?
奇跡を起こすことができないのなら、お前はまれびとの偽物だからと。
But yeah, oh, that is a gnarly scar around his neck. Then why not just give you to... I guess he's already a member of the Green. He can't have another crystal embedded in him.
この私を処刑するというのだ。もう一度。
But why execute? That doesn't make sense. You've not committed a crime. I mean, I guess he's saying that he's fraudulent, that he's pretending to be an outsider.
私はあの原城の庭で確かにこの首を撃ち落とされたというのに、この命はあの時に確かに終わったはずなのに。
Tokisada.
僕ちゃんと生きてるよね。パライソへ流れ着いても私の体にはこうして醜いあざが枷として残されたというのに。
Paraiso. Word from beyond the ocean meaning paradise. So he's thought he's in heaven this entire time, and now he thinks he's going to be kicked out of heaven as well.
その私を再び処刑すると。デウス様は私に何を成し得よとおっしゃるのか。私にはあなたの声など聞こえぬというのに。それともこれは私への罰ですか。
Oh, baby!
あの城で首を落とされる瞬間、あなたを呪ったからですか。そのために私をここへ。この美しい島はパライソではないのですか。
Yeah.
私に安寧を
So
授けてくれる楽園
he's
では
thought
ないので
he's
す
in
か。
the afterlife, which I guess it could be. Like, Tengu and Tenyo Island could be some sort of limbo afterlife kind of thing, but...
私はここで再びむごたらしく死ぬのですか。
I mean, I'm pretty sure being turned into a giant soul rock is probably a bit more painful than just getting your head lopped off. Tokisada's body shook terribly. Execution? It has to be a lie. Lord Tsuneho, the kind-hearted Lord Tsuneho would never do such a thing. Oh. Or is this part of his plan?
エリ、レマ、サバクタニ。エリ、レマ、サバクタニ。主よ、なぜ私に答えてくださらないのですか。
Oh, baby. Tokisada's wail echoed across the ocean and the silence of the night.
ああ、主よ。私がこんなにも辛いのに、この海はいつも青く美しく、何も物言わぬまま。やはりあなたの声を聞くことは私にはできないのですか。あなたにとって私はやはり声をかける価値のない汚れた咎人ですか。奇跡など私には起こせないのですか。私はまたあなたを呪いながら死ねばいいのですか。幾度死ねば許していただけるのですか。私に通せよと。エリ、どうか何かおっしゃってください。
Oh, baby. I want to give him a hug. You don't need to perform any miracles. You can stay here as long as you want. That's all you need to do. I want you to stay by my side forever. I want you to be my husband.
ごめんさん
His lean, wet body shivered in the
ご
cold.
めん助けられなかった僕はまた何もできなかった僕はやはり誰も何も僕は漏れ人なんかじゃない落ちこぼれの偽物なんだよ
Don't talk about yourself like that. All I know is that I want you to be with
で
me.
も僕はもうすぐ処刑され
Okay, but who told you that? Did Tsuneho tell you that himself? Or is that like, oh, I'm Kanan. By the way, I've heard that my informants are saying that Tsuneho's going to kill you, so you better do what we tell you to. Like, come on. Don't worry. I won't let them execute you. I mean, the very fact that she's picked him as her husband probably protects him, right? It protected Yosuga. It protected Kuroba, for the most part. It protected Riku. I mustered all the strength I had to embrace him. If anyone dares to try and harm you, I'll make their very existence disappear.
何言ってるの
I'm sorry I didn't tell you. The woman of Tenyo Island. We can use Butsu to protect ourselves. You're my soulmate. Protecting you is protecting myself. I won't let anyone harm you. Unless you don't want to be with me, Tokisada. Do you really want to disappear into the waves?
違う
Tokisada shook his head weakly.
僕はこの島にいたいあなたのそばにずっと
Kaze!
と
Hello! Hey, don't be sorry to be late. It's fine. You can come in whenever you need to. And it's okay to lurk as well. I'm just glad you're here. Things have gotten so real. Oh, internet issues as well. Oof. Can imagine that's not great. But no, things have gotten so real. Man, I can't wait. Going back through this VOD is going to be wild if you choose to do that. It's a lot of shit's happened. So, Tokisada has just kind of tried to kill Doma. And my thinking is that Nagusa and Kanan have manipulated Tokisada into thinking that if he doesn't perform a miracle as an outsider, Tsuneho will have him killed. And that's, you know, the only way to bring peace to the island is killing the current primary leaders and taking over. And I think Kanan has told Tokisada that Doma is the one who killed everyone in the Red Calamity. Not sure if that's true yet. Pretty sure it's probably not true, and I feel like because it's probably not true, Doma has maybe nothing to do with the Red Calamity. Which puts a damper in that theory we had, that Doma was somehow involved. I mean, he might still be someone involved, he just might not be the one who did everything. But yeah, my thing, I think Kanan and Nagusa were trying to manipulate Tokisada into killing the three leaders, in order for them to take over. And now, Tokisada's having a bit of a crisis of faith, because he's like, God, why don't you talk to me? Why can't I do anything? Kind of thing. And he's just, yeah, he's having a bit of a crash out right now, which is fair. I think he needs to. This is a much needed therapy crash out right now.
でももうどうしていいか
And yeah, I was right. he does have a scar around his neck from where his head was lobbed off in the other world, and it's a pretty gnarly one.
あんな真似までして僕は何も
But yeah, he pulled his sword on Dolma and was like, "You're the one that killed everyone in the Red Calamity," and blah 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 blah. And you probably killed Hagane too to take over, and that's probably bullshit that Kanan and that fed him. And yeah, he couldn't do it because Byakuya went in the way and was like, "Blah blah, I don't blah. That's not what I want." And he was like, "Eh." And now he's ran out into the ocean and he's crying, and we're comforting him. I cursed myself furiously as I looked on at him about to break. I helped push him into this corner. I kept pushing him without understanding his struggles. I kept pushing him by smiling at him, by encouraging him. Then, love me. Is that role not enough for you? I want you to stay on this island. I don't want to see you get swallowed up by the waves again. So please don't cry. As I reached out to dry his tears. The flower she put out into the ocean that night, a week ago. A white flower drifted towards us from the black ocean. The waves bring forth what one seeks. It was still in bloom, unchanged by the waves. Tokisada, that flower is yours. I'm sure it's the flower I set into the water that night I was on stage. No one's living on Tenyo Island anymore. Which means it's finally found its way to you. Yeah. I've noticed that too, actually, in a lot of Japanese media, that rebels are usually absolutely 100% correct and they are overthrowing something evil. Or if society and the history books have decided that the rebellion they started was incorrect and not a good thing to do, that they're just misguided. They're just misguided. Or something like that. Which is interesting, but we won't dive deeper into that right now. But yeah. No, my baby. But I'm just gonna say this again, and I know I've said this every route so far, but every route in this game has been fucking phenomenal. Like, every route in this game has been hit for hit, 10 out of 10, pretty much, for me. This game is amazing. This is probably one of my favorite Otome games now. You are my betrothed. We're going to live on this island forever. And we're going to enjoy ice cream floats together. We'll walk on the beach and look for things that have drifted ashore. If you leave now, I'm sure Paris will be so sad he'll leap into the sea himself. Are we gonna somehow wash ashore Tenyo Island and do the doobly-doo? You can't. You still haven't taken Asahi to eat ice cream yet. I think you have enough reasons to be here. So, let's have our wedding tonight. Oh. Ah, ooh. Come on in.
失礼いたします。
Tokisada, I'm going to have you take off your shirt this time and have it dried. You're completely soaked. She's already seen the scar, man. Your scar doesn't bother me at all.
そうかもしれないけどさ。
Will you take your shirt off if I take off mine? Girly Pop, you cannot be having that kind of ulterior motive right now. This is serious moment time. I love her so much. I love Byakuya, man. She's great. I love this game. Will you take off your shirt if I take off mine?
Huh?
I'm drenched too, so I want to dry off as soon as I can.
それはわかるよ。でも僕は
See?
大丈夫だ。
You're not fine at all. You won't need to feel embarrassed if both of us have our clothes off. Yeah, but he might feel something else.
二人で脱いでも恥ずかしいよ。二人の方が恥ずかしいよ。
No, that's okay. I'm sorry, Kaze. I hope the weather calms down a bit. Don't feel bad. I hope the weather clears up. No, that's okay. I hope the storm doesn't get too crazy, and I hope your internet gets sorted. Thank you for popping in, even for a little bit, really. Tokisada tried to leave, but his body was shivering too much to move.
僕は大丈夫。
If you keep this up, I'm going to take off your clothes myself.
え
She's stripping him. There. Feels a bit warmer now, right? Oh yeah, that is one rough scar.
暖かくはあるけど。
Relax. You think I'm not embarrassed too?
はい。
Tokisada's body was incredibly tense. It was like us holding a block of ice. This is a man's body. I knew I shouldn't look, but I couldn't stop myself from peeking. Girl! His body looks a lot better than mine. And Tokisada's chest was surprisingly muscular despite it being flat and smooth. It was so different from my own soft chest. I should have fixed my bath here sooner. The faucet doesn't work with all the rust.
うん。僕はこれでも。いや。
I could feel heat returning to Tokisada's cheeks and neck. Still feeling rather cold myself, I pressed closer to him closer against him to feel his warmth.
お姉さんは暖かいからこのままで。
Are you sure? I was starting to feel more embarrassed. Seeing Tokisada shiver from the cold earlier made me worried that I ended up undressing us both, but...
さっきのことなんだけど、本当に僕なんかでいいの？
Do you not want to drink soda with me anymore?
そんなことあるはずないよ。でも僕はまれびとの落ちこぼれだよ。
Then why don't we just say your role is to be my beloved husband? Tokisada closed his eyes tightly as if trying to hold back tears. Tokisada, I want you to know my real name. My real name is Byakuya.
Byakuya.
Almost no one knows it. But since you're going to be my husband, I want to hear you call me by my true name.
Byakuya. 良い名だね、お姉さん。いや、あなたによく似合う。
Thank you.
僕はあなたにふさわしい男になれなかった。それどころか心配させてばかりで。でもね、この島で絶対に一番だと言えることがある。
What's that?
お姉さんを好きな気持ち。どうしてもそばにいたかった。この島の男になりたかった。何かを変えたいと思ったのは確かだよ。
でもそれに気づかせてくれたのはあなただ。
This is just the start for both of us. Tokizada took a breath. You're going to stay here, right? There's no need to rush things. I'm sure we can do it someday. No, we will change things. One by one.
そうだよね。あなたは最初からそう言ってくれていたのに。
I love you, Tokisada. I don't ever want to be without you. You'll stay by my side as my husband, won't you?
痛い。ううん。絶対にいる。
Then, let's say our vows now. While we're sitting in bed, naked, cuddling. Why not? Everything was going fine until I suddenly realized. By the way, do you know what I was supposed to say to make it official?
僕も正式なものは覚えていないけど、やめる時も健やかなる時も、貧しい時も止める時も、僕を愛すことを誓いますか？
I'm a bit sad that Byakuya's bra is like plain and black and not pretty, but oh. That's neither here nor there. Not the focus of the scene, Den. That's right. These were the words. My stomach turned from nervousness and excited joy. I do.
お姉さんも同じように言って。
At a time like this, I would love to hear you say my real name, Byakuya.
白夜も。
The expression on his face, the sound of his voice as he shyly spoke my name, were so adorable. I felt as though the bud that had sprouted inside me had just bloomed. Do you promise to love and keep me, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, as long as we both shall live?
誓います。私はとことわにこの島であなたの夫であり続けます。私のこの魂も体もすべてあなたと共に。
Forever.
それで誓いの口づけをする。嫌なら正式な時までやめておこうか。
No. I think you're doing more than kissing tonight, buddy. Just gonna put it out there. No, let's. As we gazed at each other, we slowly brought our lips closer. I was surprised by the coldness of his lips.
ごめん。やっぱり嫌だった。
It's just that your lips are a little cold. We need to warm them up. I pressed my lips to his again.
白夜。
We've said our vows, so you can't want to run away from me anymore. Got it? Tokisada nodded as I gently ran my fingers through his wet hair.
逃げないから。大丈夫。
This time, Tokisada pressed his lips against mine. His lips were still cold.
クルス、身につけてくれてるんだね。ありがとう。
His fingers grazed against my skin.
Huh?
I couldn't believe the sound that just escaped me. The place he touched ached and tingled with a strange heat, and I could feel the waves of a new sensation flow throughout my body. Oh, that was her.
僕のこと
Do you want to
殴る。
He would still think so even at a time like this. I told you I don't want to punch you. Tokisada looked around for his cross, his eyes searching as if he was slightly confused.
もう一度触れたら怒る。正直に言って我慢はできるから 多分。
Holding back.
お姉さんはそこまで考えてなかったと思うし、僕もまだ早いかなって思うし、でも触れたい。早いよね。やっぱり早いよね。大丈夫。ちゃんと我慢。
Tokisada lowered his head with guilt. I always thought I would need to prepare myself completely before taking this step. But I wasn't prepared in the
どう
slightest.
してもダメ。
I desperately wanted to hold him. I wanted to share my warmth with him. I brought him out of that cold sea and now I wanted to keep him as my own. I want to. Tokisada's eyes widened. The blush that came across his face in response to what he wanted endeared him to me more.
白夜。
Tokisada carefully placed his lips upon my skin, around where the cross was hung. Tokisada. Heat rose from within me as my fingers searched for something to cling on to.
それはどんな声なの？本に書いてあったような心よい感じ。
Bruh. You think Tokisada's all like innocent and sweet and then he pulls out that like low voice out of nowhere and you're like, Toki! Ah, cheeky. Maybe. I noticed that Tokisada's tone had changed. Yeah, so did I. His voice was full of desire, similar to the one I heard back in the carriage, or on that rainy day.
ならもっと違うところに触れても。
All I could do was nod.
触れてほしいところはある。
I don't know.
なら探すね。お姉さんのその声がもっと聞きたいから。
Tokisada. His lips and fingers were not cold anymore. Maybe it was because of me. The overwhelming heat made it hard to breathe.
好きだよ、白夜。
His fingers searched all over my body, places I had never even touched myself before.
本当に殴らなくていい？もっと触れてもいい？
I won't hit you, so please. Please touch me. My desperate desire for love had taken control over my heart and mind. I couldn't resist him anymore.
僕を助けてくれてありがとう。あなたが僕に役目を与えてくれた。もう逃げたりしないから。ずっとそばにいさせて。
This is so sweet and cute and horny at the same time. Ah!
ずっとずっとこうして愛させて。
Wholesome horniness. Might sound like an oxymoron, but I don't think it is. Because it is this moment.
大好き。
My back arced as he suddenly placed his lips on my skin. Such a simple touch from him made me happier than I'd ever been before. Happier than anyone else in this world. Tokisada.
好きだよ。大好き。大好き。もうどうにかなりそうなくらい。好き。
Tokisada's fingers continued to move as he kissed me. As I traced my skin again and again, my voice escaped me against my will.
また髪の色が変わり始めたよ。僕の色に染まってるなんて嬉しい。もっともっと染まって。
Dun, 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 dun.
本当に緑色になるんだね。
Fully green. It's like a light green as well. It is. I'm surprised myself.
でもお姉さんなら何色でも似合うし、綺麗だよ。
Tokisada gently kissed my newly green hair.
僕、満足させられた？
Was I good in bed? Please tell me I was good in bed. Honey, I'm pretty sure you were fine. Huh?
真面目に聞いてるんだよ。これは花婿としてとても大事なことでしょ？
It was good.
本当に？本当に？この島だと何か違ったりしない？
I think it's the same, like in the books.
なら大丈夫かな。よかった。
He closed his eyes in relief. He was so serious and kind, even in this situation.
僕はすごくなんていうか、まさしく天にも昇る感じだった。でもすごく今までで一番幸せだった。
He said it slightly embarrassed, but I could feel how happy he was. There was no way I could hold back my own feelings. Me too. I blushed, remembering what had just happened. But it was much happier feeling than I could have ever imagined. This is what it was like to feel the touch of a person you
あ
loved.
のおじいさんが羨ましいと思ってた。愛し愛されたものなんて。
I gently touched the scar around his neck.
僕はね、日本でひどい大嘘つきだったんだ。
Huh?
最初は一度きりでやめるつもりだった。みんな苦しんでいて、少しでも励ましたかった。未来を信じてほしかった。だから僕はつい言ってしまったんだ。今、神の声が聞こえた。デウス様は常に僕たちと共にあるって。少し前に話したよね。パードレから教えていただいた新しい神様にお仕えしていたって。
Yes, I remember.
でも日本の古い神様を崇める人たちと対立してしまって迫害されるようになった。捕まってむごい拷問を受けた人もたくさんいて、デウス様の名を唱えながら殺された者もいた。みんな怯えて疲れ切っていた。ほんの少しでも希望を与えられたらって思った。僕の一言にみんなが歓喜した。目に光が戻って希望を口にするようになった。僕はとても素晴らしいことをした気になった。これできっとみんな大丈夫って。でも状況はどんどん苦しくなっていった。本当に口にするのも恐ろしいようなことがたくさん起きて、僕はまた言ってしまった。まだ祈りが足らないのだ。だから主はお力を貸してはくださらないのだ。本当はそんな声なんて聞こえなかったのに。もうあれは嘘でしたなんて言えなかった。それに何より僕もデウス様を待ってた。明日こそ奇跡が起きるに違いないと信じていた。でも城に立てこもることになってどんどん追い詰められて、僕は考えるようになった。僕が嘘つきだからデウス様は現れないのかもしれない。そして首を落とされるあの瞬間、僕は確かに叫んだ。デウス様への呪詛を。 だからこの首にはこんな醜いあざが残ったんだって流れ着いて目を覚ました時に思った。
Togisada traced the scar with his finger.
黄泉の湯屋に通ったらあざが消えたという噂を聞いてヨスガに頼み込んだ。カメリアもヨスガもいい意味で僕を客扱いしてくれて詮索はしなかった。それがとても居心地よかったんだ。実際あそこの湯はとてもいい香りがして落ち着くから。
I know what you mean. I feel like I could bathe there every day.
ハッカショコラも気に入ったしね。
We should go get some again. Togisada smiled, then took a look around my room.
それにしてもここ住み心地良さそうだね。僕しばらくここで厄介になれないかな。冗談だよ。そんな厚かましい真似は。
Say, Togisada, I don't believe you're a liar. But what is what Lord Tsuneho said really true?
おそらく僕のことで常ほどのも口さがないものからそしりを受けたんじゃないかな。ひどく思い悩まれているようだったし、まれびとと思って引き取ったものが役立たずでは無理もない。
Something wasn't right. I shouldn't bring it up now, though, since it would probably make him feel even more distressed. Togisada, I can't imagine you killing someone of your own accord. It also doesn't make sense you would act so rashly about rumors about the Red Calamity. I can only really assume that someone must have really driven that idea into your mind.
ねえ、髪の色がもう元に戻り始めちゃった。
Yeah, and his name is fucking Kanan and fucking Nagusa. I hate those two. They're always the problem. Well, if they're not the problem, Sakyo's the problem, and if it's not either of them, it's all of them. Which I'm guessing is what Himuka and Akasa's routes are going to be like. They're all the problem. Huh? Oh.
もう一回染めてもいい？
Togisada's slender fingers touched my lips. I couldn't refuse what was already a part of me. I loved him so dearly that I wanted to always be with him. You can dye me as many times as you want. I knew. I could see the frightened look in his eyes when he spoke about Lord Tsuneho. There's more that needs to be settled. We still have a long way to go. Which is why all I could do right now was embrace him in my arms. I would never let the waves carry Togisada away. I made that promise with all my heart. Two more chapters left. I think, yeah, we're gonna finish the game today, I say. We've got this chapter, then the next chapter, and then the epilogue, which is often quite short. Oh, I need a stretch, give me a sec. My bones are old and tired. Good morning. In front of us were slightly old biscuits. I didn't even have a matching pair of cups to accompany them. This is pathetic, right? Am I really greeting a new morning with him with this mess of unpatched utensils and cups? I mean, I never expected to have a meal here, but... Oh, I'm sorry I don't have much to offer. I hardly ever have meals here. The bright morning sun was making us both blush. It seemed so simple last night to throw caution to the wind and embrace each other all night. What a waste of a good morning.
そんなこと構わないよ。僕はビスケットも大好きだし。タイの塩焼きとかハマグリの吸い物とか黒豆の煮付けなんかは正式な祝言の時に食べればいいよ。
Those sound delicious. I didn't know those were served at weddings.
あれ、この島では食べないのかな。祝言の時はそういうごちそうを並べるって本に書いてあったんだけど。
Then let's make it happen. I'd love to try them. I had no regret about what happened, but in the pure, bright light of the morning, it was somehow incredibly difficult to have a conversation without thinking about last night. Girl.
あの。
What is it?
このお茶もすごく美味しいよ。
Thanks. I need to act like I usually do. Focus. Focus. Bruh. We both drank until our cups were about half empty.
あのさ、僕は今日これから緑に戻って常ほどのともう一度話してみるよ。僕のことでいろいろご負担をかけてしまったのは本当に申し訳ないと思ってるんだ。でも僕はこれからも緑の天草四郎時貞として頑張っていきたいから。ほら、病の時って不安になりがちで心にもないことを言ってしまったりするし。
What? So he's saying he said he'll kill him out of just stress? I think that's what happened to him too.
緑よ、今更だけど後悔してない。
Huh? I froze with my cup in my hand. Are you regretting what happened?
してないよ。するわけない。もっと何度でもしたいくらい。
いや、今日はもうしないよ。
I want to bang you even more.
ちゃんと帰って。
I love these guys. Oh goodness. I'm sure everything will be fine. Tokisada took a sip of his tea, then looked at the bed.
あの花、流れ着いてくれて嬉しい。拾いそびれた時にまるで僕じゃダメだって言われた気がしてこっそり落ち込んだから。
But you did get it after all. I'm sure it means Lady Amaterasu has given her proper approval of you as my husband now.
Eh?
Tokisada's eyes grew wider than I'd ever seen them before when
お
suddenly...
姉さん、僕はそろそろ行くよ。
What the...
アマテラス様にもっと認めてもらえるようもっと精進する。まずは常ほどのと話す。では行ってまいります。
Please don't get caught by fucking the bullshit duo on the way. Goodbye. He left with such confidence. Maybe hearing that Lady Amaterasu approves of him did the trick. Well, I mean, something else is gonna go wrong. Considering this chapter is called Parted Twins, and the next chapter is called Pink Blade. Might not be. Stuff's probably still gonna go bad. I mean, I'm happy to see him like that, and I'm not gonna say I'm jealous of Lady Amaterasu or anything, but on the table with a mismatched cup and glass. I'd better buy a matching pair. My hair is white again, so I should look back to normal. I don't look any different than I usually do. I was anxiously prepared to open the little
お客
box.
様、首筋に誰かさんの唇の跡が残っておりますよ、ね。
Yosuga, for fuck's sake. Ah!
うっそ。
Yosuga! That was so mean!
3歩進んでは自分を眺め、頬をあからめ、ため息をつき、
そんな様子では丸分かりでございますよ。あっぱれ時貞、ついに男になったと拍手で祝福してあげたいところなんだけど、君がそんなだと感づく者もいるだろう。できるだけ普通にしておいで。まだ正式に時貞が夫というお触れが出されたわけではないから、一応ね。
You're right. Thank you.
首のあざ見た？
I nodded a bit, then whispered my reply. He told me how he got it. Not that it bothers me.
だよね。君ならそう言うと思ってた。
Only one letter for today. After completing my delivery, I headed to the plaza just as the first stalls were being set up. Tokisada, I hope things are going well with you and Lord Tsuneho. The image of him from this morning returned to my mind as I gazed out at the colourful curtains adorning the soda stand. Kanan and the others are another problem that will need to be taken care of. Maybe it's best that I leave it up to Akaza. With no open benches around, I decided to leave the plaza when someone suddenly grabbed my arm.
Olympia, よかった。ちょうどいいところに。
Fuck off. Go away. Huh?
どうしたんですか？化け物でも見るような顔をして。
Not at all. I'm perfectly fine. There are a lot of things I wanted to ask Kanan, but I should avoid taking action for now. Is there something you need? Perhaps a letter to Kaina?
いえ、兄ではなく、これをササラに届けてほしいのです。
To Sasara?
まあ、最後の挨拶というやつですよ。彼女とはもう会うことはないわけですし、一通くらいと思いまして。別に読みたければ読んでもいいですよ。
I don't do things like that. Akasa's gonna though. I looked at him sidelong as I put the envelope inside my bag. He's acting like he usually does. I didn't see any signs of coercion or hesitation from him. Kanan, you've been living on the surface of the leader of the Orange. I assume it was easy for you to get a permit to go through Kunado. Why don't you visit Kaina? Kanan gave an airy smile and then pinched a few strands of his orange hair. I couldn't tell what emotion he was feeling.
昔はね、兄と二人でよく海岸を散歩したんです。何か面白いものが流れ着いていないか、必死に探しました。でももう二人では探せませんね。
What is he trying to say? I couldn't read him at all. As I wondered about what I should say to him, he turned briskly around and walked away. After the letter was inspected, I returned to Yomi. I immediately went to look for her.
カナン様からですか？返事なんて絶対にもらえないと思ってたのに。
It really is from him. He gave it to me in person to deliver.
ああ、羨ましい。オランピア様ずるい。カナン様はお元気でした？
Yeah, very much so.
嬉しい。当の門の風呂。これって長しか押せないんですよね。本物の本物だ。
With a bright smile, she opened the letter, but a moment later her shoulders dropped. She looked up at the sky. Maybe I shouldn't be here. I'm so sorry.
やっぱりダメでした。はい、読んでもいいですよ。
ササラ殿、これは僕からお前への最初で最後の手紙だ。分かっていると思うが、読みに下ったものを妻にはできない。読みで僕のように顔も頭も性格もいい男を探せ。お前は幸せになれる娘だ。 遠くからお前の幸せを祈っている。とう、オサ、カナン。
Zasada twirled her green hair between her fingers and let out another sigh.
分かってました。カナン様にはすごく好きな女性がいること。
Do you know her?
いえ、そこまでは知りません。でもそういうのってわかりません？
I'm sorry, I can't tell.
きっと私のことなんて近所の騒々しい子供くらいにしか思ってない。でも顔も声も好みだったんですもん。カナン様の赤ちゃんを産んでみたかったんです。
Okay.
でもこれで諦められます。っていうか諦めないといけませんね。仕方ないです。自業自得とはいえ読みに来ちゃったし。なので昨日見つけた人を早速狙ってみます。顔がちょっといい感じだったんです。
Is that so?
だって絶対に好きな人と結ばれて赤ちゃん産みたいですもん。
I was surprised to hear her newfound conviction. I couldn't deny her brightness was cheering me up.
読みっても色はうるさく言われないって聞きました。ということは今度こそオランピア様も早く時貞様とのお子を設けてください。抱っこしたい。
Huh?
それで松葉お姉さんのことみんなで遊べたら楽しいと思いません？
Strangely enough, her words brought a very clear vision to my mind. It was as if I could see our children already. That sounds really fun. I can't wait. A future where colors didn't keep children from playing together. A bright and beautiful world.
あ、そうそう、また手紙書いたんです。今度はリョクの友達に。これ手紙書くの楽しい。趣味にしようかな。
I just remembered your letter. I spoke with your mother.
元気ですよね。どうせ二度と戻ってくるなって叱られましたし。
But you do know she's worried about you, right? She seems very lonely.
うるさくて怖いだけですよ。ただまあ、もし私が赤ちゃん産んだら一度くらいは抱っこさせてもいいかなって。
おーい、リョクに行くなら一緒に乗っていかないか？
Oh, you need to go there too. After my new letters were inspected, Kuraba came running to catch up to me.
大したことじゃないんだ。リョクの医療費にちょっと抜けがあってさ。
Well, if you don't mind. I bowed to Kuraba and he drew closer to me.
常穂殿の様子がおかしいらしいな。赤さんの許可が出てるから、さりげなく押し入ってみよう。
Did Lord Tsuneho get so stressed that he has Haku now? Like, he got sick with something else first, but then it evolved into Haku. Oh, maybe he's already taken Haku medication and his hair has turned black.
ところだな。緑豊かでのんびりしてて。
But then again, why would they cover that up, you know? It sure does. The district looked no different than any other day, at least as far as the passerby were concerned. They smiled about at Kuraba as they took notice of him.
常穂殿のカルテを見たけど、別に持病はなくてお元気だったんだよな。なのにここ最近で。
誰か助けて！常穂様が
どうかしましたか？
Uh-oh.
たった今突然血を吐かれて、まさか吐く。
Kuraba held my arm tightly to prevent me from running to the
あんたは
manor.
来るな。突然の滑血は白の初期症状という可能性がある。初期なら伝染の可能性はないはずだが、万が一をそれよりも時貞を探して知らせてやってくれないか。
We're assuming he's not already in the manor. He should be around here somewhere.
あれクロバとお姉さんなんだか騒がしいけど何かあ
時貞は俺と一緒に来い。今はお前がしっかりしなきゃいけない時だ。
クロバまさか常ほどのに何かあったの
It seems like he's coughed up blood.
行くぞ時貞。
はい
I heard Lord Tsuneho recovered, but I pray that it isn't a symptom of Haku. Please, please be well. I'm sure Kuroba can save him before it gets any worse.
あのさ僕は今日これから緑に戻って常ほど
I
の
mean,
と
it's
もう
been
一度
hours
話してみ
since
よ
then, so surely he's had time to talk to him by now. Just when Tokisoda's about to put things back in order. As a crowd began to gather around Lord Tsuneho's manor, I quietly took my leave. Tsukuyomi. I'm so sorry to bother you while you're working. There was something I wanted to ask you again.
お前ならいつでも歓迎するよ。
Did Doma kill my mother? Did he kill everyone on Tenyo Island?
愛し子よ。一体どこの誰がそんな愚かな嘘をお前に吹き込んだのか。
Yeah, okay, so
教えて
he's
ごら
not.
ん。
Hearing his response made me weak with relief. I'd never seen Doma as a good person. But I don't want to hate him. It doesn't matter, so long as it's a lie.
誰かがお前を欺こうとしたのだね。
I can trust Tsukuyomi, but I don't feel like talking about it right now. They were just playing a trick on me.
愛し子よ。これからもお前を欺こうとする者がいるかもしれない。だが、これだけはその胸に刻んでおきなさい。白亜や島の女たちは、白の誇りを守るために自ら命を絶ったのだ。それは女神アマテラスに誓って真実なのだからね。
So I guess what we're going to be finding out then is why a bunch of men decided to invade, right? If this is a solid truth that Tsukuyomi is swearing upon Amaterasu about, then it's not going to be about why they died or like who killed them or whatever. It's about why they had. It's more about like who and it's less about who and more about why. Why did a bunch of men suddenly try and take the island to the point where the women on the island felt like they needed to do this? I understand. I'll make sure to never fall for something like that again.
Kiki!
Hime, I'm so glad to see you're safe. Daifuku came jumping out at me the moment I entered my room. I'm so sorry that I was out all night, Daifuku. I had to do something important.
Kiki?
Let me know if there's something important. Sorry. I didn't say anything. Something important, you say? Daifuku, I finally made my decision. Tokisada will be my husband. Our feelings are mutual, but there are some loose ends that still need to be tied up. So please, pray for him. Daifuku quietly nodded in response. I was sure he understood what I said. Lady Amaterasu, please save Lord Tsuneho, and please protect my beloved soulmate Tokisada. I gave him my flower. He will be my husband. Please protect Tokisada. final chapter. Let's go. This is the first time the Kotawari has sent me summons. The next day, I was standing here expecting the worst. A young man by the name of Tatsuki had come to the manor early this morning with a message requesting my presence.
10時30分にお越しください。
Ominous? Okay.
あれ、お姉さん。
Tokisada, why are you here?
実は昨日、常ほどのに付き添ってきて。
Oh, here?
そのまま。
Why is he not in the hospital? Here? Why here? Has he been recovering?
お、来たな。揃ったところで話したいことがある。こっち。
Is it not Haku? Is it anime tuberculosis?
ま、濁しても事実は変わらないから率直に言うわ。常ほどのは殺されかかったんだ。
Oh, did someone poison him?
クロバ。
世の中には証拠がほとんど残らない毒物ってものが何種類かあってな。
Oh. Is that what they're doing now? Kanan and Nagisa, I guess, maybe, after finding out that Tokisada did not go through with killing Doma, are now trying to set him up for attempting to assassinate Tsuneho.
ただそんな物騒な毒の一つに淡い花の香りが残るものがある。知らなきゃ気づかないくらいの本当に淡いものなんだが、常ほどのから間違いなくその香りがした。ちょうど診察道具一式持ってたからどうにか応急処置はできた。もし俺があそこにいなかったら今頃は弔いの準備が始まってたろうな。
But because we happened to be there, we got there in time. I'm guessing one of his bad ends then are that we didn't get there in time. Tsuneho dies and Tokisada gets charged with it. Tokisada staggered back. I somehow held him up while trying to keep myself standing with what little strength I had.
自分で飲んだとは思えないから近くにいた者が飲食物に混ぜたってことだ。Tokisadaには悪いがお屋敷の連中みんな信用できない。だから一番安全なここに。
Kanan's probably got some mole or some shit in there.
ま、白でなかったのがある意味では不幸中の幸いだな。
Poisoned. What in the world was going on? In the back of my mind, I already had an idea about who was behind all this.
だが、なぜ常ほどのなんだ。
Because Kanan and Nagisa are fucking Rick faces.
そうなんだよな。俺も
It
そ
was
こが
Kanan
鬼
and
の腑に落
Nagisa.
ちなくて。
Listening to their conversation, Tokisada began to tremble.
もしかして僕のせいかも。
どういうことだ。
Don't tell me. I had a bad feeling about this.
お姉さん、僕は自分がしようとしたことを。
Yeah. So I'm guessing because he didn't go through with killing Doma, Nagisa and Kanan did this. Alright. Tokisada took a few breaths to calm himself. After a deep breath, he began
僕は
speaking.
常ほどのご好意で緑に席を得た。どの四季よりも緑豊かで美しい川も流れていてみんなも優しかった。 僕はすぐに緑の血が大好きになってどうにか馴染もうとした。でもまれびとの役目のことはずっと気にしていた。みんなの期待が分かったから。でも僕は次元殿たちのようなすごい力も知恵も何も持っていないんだ。そんな僕を常ほどのは責めたりなさらなかった。本当に実の息子のように可愛がってくださった。そんな折常ほどのがオランピアに求婚してみてはどうかとおっしゃった。もし夫に選ばれればその栄誉をもってまれびととしての役目を果たしたことになるのではと考えたんだと思う。
Because that would make you prestigious enough to be like, oh yeah, you've done something notable, which is like become the husband to the last remaining white member, right?
それは僕を気遣ってのことだと感じた。
Toki-sana looked back at me.
僕は今度こそ神が味方してくださったと思った。
Yawning.
同じ日に何かを変えたいと笑うお姉さんに恋してしまったから。僕は命令に従ってお姉さんと婚姻したいと思ったわけじゃないよ。お姉さんだから求婚したんだよ。なのにいざ僕がお姉さんと親しくなると態度がおかしくなり始めたんだ。
Oh? Why? Huh?
僕のことをお前はまれびとの偽物だろうって責め始めた。
Was he being laced with like some sort of fucking psychosis-inducing drug as well? Because like I think if someone's close enough to poison him, then there's got to be someone who's able to put other shit in his drink, right? The Carson could have frowned.
確かに僕はまだこの島で何も成し得ていない。自分が偽物ではないと証明できない。
I don't know, I don't trust this.
そして1週間前、倒れたあの夜に僕を呼び出してこう言ったんだ。偽物をこの島に置いてはおけない。処刑すると。
Yeah, I feel like he was given some sort of other psychosis-inducing bullshit by one of Kanan's moles.
常穂殿が表変したということなんだな。
Toki-sana nodded.
話を少し戻すね。毒式の青年たちの寄り合いに招待されたのは島に来てすぐだった。僕はまだ知り合いなんてほとんどいなかったから島のことをいろいろ教えてもらえて楽しかった。でもある日気づいてしまったんだ。
Toki-sana hesitated for a moment. He looked at Akaza with a pained and apologetic expression.
表だってあざけったりはしないけど彼らはものすごく上の士気を憎んでるんだなって。なんだか怖くなってユヤを理由に一度はカナンたちと離れた。でも常ほどのに処刑すると言われてもうどうしていいかわからなくなって、そんな時にカナンから使いが来た。
Just so coinkedinkily, Kanan happened to send a messenger just absolutely coinkedinkily. Happened to just have perfect fucking timing. This was absolutely a plot from the very fucking beginning. Oh, Kanan, you're a piece of shit. I felt like my heart was being torn apart. I could only imagine how Tokisada felt disclosing all of this.
そんなのいろいろと都合良すぎるよね。
But yeah, just because Tokisada himself was so caught up in it, he didn't catch on.
そう思ったんだけど、僕はね、赤座や黒羽やよそがやお姉さんのことを尊敬して信頼してるよ。でもだからこそ言えなかった。大好きなみんなに失望されたくなかったんだ。
Tokisada dried his eyes roughly. Seeing him like this was making me irritated at a certain someone. He used Tokisada, who was struggling and stressed like this. Tokisada? Was he the one who told you to kill Doma? Tokisada turned his face away for a moment, but soon enough, after a few short breaths, he slowly looked at us again.
でもそれを承諾したのは僕なんだよ、お姉さん。
I knew it was strange for me to think it, but his response captivated me so. Perhaps it was the bold strength in his eyes. It was something I'd never seen in him before.
無理やり屋敷まで連れて行かれたわけでもない。僕自身が選んだことだ。そう。僕が自分から刃を向けたんだよ。
Tokisada.
死にたくなかった。この島で幸せになりたかった。だから僕はこの刀を背負ってドーマ殿に会いに行ったんだよ。僕が弱くて愚かだったから。
I wanted so badly to embrace him. I wanted to hold him as tightly as I could.
今回のトガは僕が全部背負うつもりだった。すべて型がついたら僕は改めてドーマ殿のところに伺うつもりだよ。でも今はまだやるべきことがあるんだ。
Tokisada took a breath, then slowly looked at us.
さっき常ほ殿が上ごとでこうおっしゃった。カナンはどこだと。
Yeah, Kanan's been fucking slipping him psychosis-inducing bullshit. Akaza, Kodoba, and I all groaned quietly at the same time.
常ほどのそそのかしたのもやはりカナンか。
確かにあの穏やかな常ほどのがいきなり処刑なんて言い出すのはおかしい。誰かに何かを吹き込まれた可能性は十分にあるな。
僕はカナンたちを憎みたくないと思ってた。でももし黒羽が言うように誰かが毒を持ったのだとしたら僕は絶対にそのものを捕らえる。絶対にこのままにはしておけないよ。
Tokisada clenched his fists.
時貞、気持ちはわかるが今の状況ではカナンを連行するのは難しい。毒物の証拠があったとしても上ごとだけではカナンだと確定できない。
それは分かってる。ならどうすればいい？僕にできることはないの？
Would Kaina still have the extra key to the warehouse on that Ibisuro island? Would he still possess that, or would they have confiscated that? Because I'm thinking maybe he's got all the shit, like the evil shit he uses there, and because he's the leader of the Orange, he would have the only key. And like, yeah, sure, we have a key, but we got that from Kaina, who had it down in Yomi, and it couldn't have been Kaina because he's stuck in Yomi.
だからまずは共謀罪の容疑で指名手配をかける。そこにはもちろんお前も含まれる。
Kaza!
というわけだ。さっさとここから脱走しろ、時貞。
は？
イシャナ店での申し開きの際には可能な限り擁護する。 だからまずはカナンを追え。もちろんこちらでも追うが、カナンの目的が今一つ読み切れない。もしかしたら今度こそお前の命を狙ってくるかもしれない。
I'm going with you.
お姉さんはダメ。危ないから屋敷にいて。
Byakuya, I think you should mention that you delivered a letter for him yesterday, but I don't think that's crossing her mind right now.
ああ、無理無理。言って聞く性格じゃないのは時貞も分かってるだろ。
屋敷から勝手に抜け出されて捜索するよりは誰かのそばにいてもらった方が安心だからな。
Stop calling her out so clearly.
時貞、彼女の警護も頼んだぞ。
うん。僕は絶対にお姉さんを守るよ。
Let's go, Tokisada. We have to find Kanan.
とはいうものの、一体どこから探そう。エビスローにはいないよね。
Maybe we can ask Yosuke for help. He's got lots of connections with people on the surface. He might know who on the surface who might know where Kanan is.
そうだね。行ってみよ
う。Then we could also bump to Kanan and be like, hey, do you still have the key to the secret storage island? Because I feel like we'll find evidence of something there.
オランピア様、突然失礼します。私はカイナの知人の青人と申します。カイナの姿を見かけませんでしたか？もうすぐ仕事なのに見当たらないんです。彼に限って逃亡ということもないと思いますし、何か事故にでも遭っていたらと心配で。
Oh no, I have bad feelings. Tokisada and I looked at each other. Kaina? And of all the times. We're searching for someone too. We'll look for him along the way.
よろしくお願いします。では。カイナってカナンのお兄さんだよね。
Yep. I doubt this is a coincidence.
ってことはまさかカナンが黄泉にいる？
Huh?
だって黄泉の者は地上に出られないよね。もしカナンが絡んでるとしたら。
Which means, yeah, he's down here. We looked around the area. His familiar orange hair was nowhere in sight.
そういえばカナンはカイナのことを一度も話さなかったな。
Really? Not even once?
捕まる前もだよ。ほら言ったよね。この島に来たばかりの頃から知り合いだって。
No, has Kanan always hated Kaina? Like, has he always been like hateful of him?
オランピア、俺さっきから言ってるよね。倉庫の鍵は塔の長以外持てないって。
Oh, right. Kanan's probably going after Kaina specifically because he has this extra key, right? And it's the only thing that can, like... Could it be? Is he going after Kaina too? Tokisada, we need to find Kaina right away. I have a bad feeling about this.
そうだね。急ごう。
This time, Sasada came running towards us with her usual bright smile. Maybe Sasada knows Kaina. We can ask her to help look for him.
様がどこにいるかご存知じゃないですか？
Huh? Why are you asking that?
少し前に売り子の服を着たカナン様を見たんです。顔を布で隠していましたけど、この私が見間違えるはずありません。もしかして私に会いに来てくださったのかも。
どのあたりで見た？
湯屋の裏です。でもすぐにいなくなっちゃって。
Thank you, Sasada. We need to be going, so we'll see you later.
お姉さん、あそこに売り子が。
No, but that's
右や
Heidi.
左の旦那様。
Heidi, did you see anyone else here wearing clothes like yours?
これ？ああ、見たかも。ここの庭で。
Garden?
でも見間違いかもな。この辺は俺の縄張りだし、他の売り子がいるなんておかしいし。
お姉さん、行くだけ行ってみよ
う。Thank you, Heidi. I'll buy 10 of your Studiota next time.
これでいいのかよ、カナ。
Heidi, really? Why are you working with Kanan?
まあいいんだよな。だって俺もあんたもこの島では絶対に。
What is your deal, Heidi?
う。お姉さん、これって何かの罠なのかな。
I'm absolutely convinced that this is a trap now. Toki-san stopped the moment we stepped into the corridor.
さっきの配慮を疑ってるわけじゃないよ。でも庭なんてさ、どこにも逃げられないよね。そんなところにわざわざ逃げ込む。
You're right.
カイナのことも気になるし、まずは僕が少し様子を見てくるから、お姉さんはここにいて。
But you're putting yourself in danger.
こっそり覗くだけだよ。いい？ここにいてね。
Toki-sana.
二人ご一緒にどうぞ。
Oh, shit. Well, a cold, hard object was pressed against my back, and a hand covered my mouth.
騒がないでくださいね。あなたのここに当たっているのは銃口ですよ。
Kaina. Kaina was on the ground under the cherry tree. It looked like he was dead. He killed Kaina.
一応まだ生きていますよ。それにしてもここの桜は
Okay, he's not dead, but he is dying.
僕はね、この桜を一緒に見たい人がいたんですよ。
Oh, is he doing a Nagusa? Is he pulling a Nagusa? Is he doing this all because of Byakuya?
カナ、こんな時に何を言ってるんだ。常ほどのに毒を持ったのは君なのか。
何を言っているんだ時貞。僕がそんな真似をするはずないじゃないか。持ったのは次女だよ。万病に効く妙薬という言葉を信じてね。
Because that's what you told her? Toki-sana took a step back.
してそんな平気な顔でそんなことを言うんだ。
僕にとっては全く心が動かないことだからさ。善良な時貞。
Seeing Kanan's smile made my heart sink. He didn't seem to show a trace of remorse. Kana's arm twitched weakly. Thank goodness he really is alive. Kaina!
動かないでください。
I stopped so quickly I almost fell to the ground. Kanan, why did you drag Kaina into this? What in the world are you thinking? What exactly is your motive? Suddenly Kanan gave Kaina's back a light kick.
覚えていますか、兄さん。幼い頃、僕たちはよく海岸で遊びましたね。ある日、一つの壊れた船の模型が流れ着いた。僕もあなたも欲しがって喧嘩しましたね。
Did Kanan also love Sanami? Is that what this is? And he's mad that that she picked Kaina over him. Is this what that is? Kanan, man. I didn't think... Bro is so pathetic.
そこにあなたの育ての親、王の奥方がやってきて、僕にこう言いました。
Oh, right. That's what it is. Kinda gets it because he's the higher class, right?
当のお前が王のこの子と同じものを欲するなどおこがましい。その後、僕はあの女に手を50遍打ち据えられました。
Okay, so she was a bitch. Fantastic. Noted.
1週間腫れが引かず、筆も箸も握れず、死ぬかと思いました。
I think that was translated wrong.
その後、僕はあの女に手を50遍打ち据えられました。
Yeah, that's translated. It's not that I recall she whipped me with her hands. She whipped me on the hands. Yeah, it's not with her hands. She whipped him on his hands 50 times. And that's why he couldn't hold anything. So the translation there was a little bit wonky.
あなたと同じだと思った僕が愚かだったのですね。
A cherry blossom petal fluttered down onto his hair. The garden was eerily quiet.
そうそう。他にはこんなこともありました。
I'm guessing Kanan also fell in love with Sanami.
あれは僕が15歳になったばかりの頃です。白を発症しました。
Oh, what? He got Haku when he was 15? Huh?
慌てて医療院に駆け込むと、こう言われました。今、王と聖に一人ずつ白が出ている。その二人の治療を優先する、とね。
So yeah, this goes to show that even the secondary colors get treated kind of like shit by the primaries. I couldn't immediately tell the meaning behind what he said. I doubted Tokisada could either.
つまり、上位の者のためだけに薬を使うと、色相が下である僕はしばらく放置すると。おかげで僕は体の一部を失いました。
Well, we've seen you use both hands. What did you lose? His leg? I held my breath as I stared at him.
僕は今別のものの足を作るのに忙しいんだ。
Oh, he was doing a leg for Kanan. I guess. But then if this happened when he was 15, yeah, if this happened when he was 15, then he would have needed a prosthetic much sooner than that. Kanan had Haku, but his arms and legs were still intact. I don't see any evidence of Haku on him. What part could he be referring to?
カナ、僕たちはそんな島を変えたいんだよ。一度には無理でも少しずつみんなが。
まるで自分たちが正しいという口ぶりだな、トキサダ。
No, yeah. See, they both want to bring about change to the island, but it's completely different kind of change. Like, Kanan still wants the lower classes that are lower than him to still stay lower than him. He just doesn't want anyone above him. Right? Like, the people who are below him can stay below him. Fuck those people. Those people suck. But the people above him? Fuck the people above him. The people above him also suck. So fuck them. You know, like, that kind of arrogant, asshole-ish kind of bullshit where it's like, oh no, those other people are still, like, awful dirty peasants, but, like, fuck the nobles, right? It's like the merchant, upper, the middle classes where they're like, oh, the peasants are still dirty peasants. Fuck them, but also fuck the emperor kind of thing, you know?
兄の恋人が処刑されたのはこの島の掟を破ったからだ。つまり彼らが悪い。そしてこの島を変えたいなどとほざくこともつまりは反逆だろ。時貞、君は懲りない男だな。海の向こうでも反逆者として処刑されたくせにまた同じ運命を望むとは。僕が何か悪いことをしたか？悪しき者は君たちの方では？
Then what the fuck have you been doing, huh?
反逆者と呼ばれてもいい。それでも僕はこの島を変えたい。
Sorry, my leg is itchy and I'm bending over to reach it.
君もオランピアも無神経すぎるんだよ。
You're fucking insane, so shut up. Huh?
希望を愛す者もいれば絶望しか愛せない者もいる。そう、絶望だけが僕を癒す水。
God, you're so emo. I didn't realize Kanan was so emo. Kanan took a step forward. As he did, the gun in his hand came closer.
やめろ、カナン！
天女島の白の女は太陽を祭り守るのが役目。この場で彼女を殺したら太陽が消えたりするのでしょうか。もう太陽なんて昇らなくていいんです。こんな世界など闇に溶けてしまえばいい。
Okay, so he didn't give a shit about Sanami. It was just that the people above me suck. I don't know, man.
バカなことを言うな！
時貞、僕は善良な君がドーマ殿を殺せるとは思っていなかった。だからきっと捕らえられて処刑されると思っていたんだが、存外。
Oh, so it wasn't.
ドーマ殿はお優しい。
So it wasn't even about trying to like take over after they were killed. It was literally just, I can get Tokisada killed if I do this. The fuck is your problem, man?
常ほどのことも本当に僕は運が悪かった。あそこにあの医者がいなければ。
It was Lady Amaterasu's divine intervention.
何を言うかと思えば、いかにも天女島の女らしい。まあ、運に見放された者として最後に闇を招いてみようと思います。どちらから先に殺してほしいですか？
カナン、もうやめろ！
You're not going to get away with this.
闇が訪れたらどうせみんな生きてはいられないでしょ。
Ugh. I knew from the very beginning, no words could ever sway Kanan. He felt no worry, no fear. He felt no fear of death and no hope for life.
オランピア、あなたは宣告問いましたね。僕の目的は何かと。終焉です。
Shuin? Shuin no Virch? Maybe? Shuin and no Virch. It haunts us. Kanan, you would have fit in that game. With what you're currently trying to accomplish. You would have loved that game. You and Dahut would have been best friends.
僕は傲慢な人間なので、
Evil Dahut.
自分が幸せになれない世界なんて壊してしまい
I'm
た
an
いんで
arrogant
すよ。
person, so I wish to destroy the world where I'll never find happiness.
と
Kanan!
いうわけで、そろそろ殺していきましょうか。
カイナ！
Red blood came seeping from Kaina's stomach. How is no one seeing this? I mean, I guess the garden in the middle of the garden behind the fucking bathhouse is massive, but like, come on. A gunshot? People are hearing that. The pillows on the ground were dyed in red.
試し撃ちにお付き合いいただきましてありがとうございます兄さん。さすがの僕も人を撃ったことはなかったものですから。
I really hope Kaina doesn't die. Please, I'd be really sad if Kaina died.
ちゃんと殺せそうですね。
It looks like it can kill people. Shut up.
やめ二人には
兄思いの弟に感謝してください。これですぐにあの女のところに行けますよ。
What?
魂の半身とやらに死んで再会してください。
Hearing the sound of the gunshot, there were sounds of footsteps approaching in the corridor. Thank you. It was only a matter of time before Yosuke showed up. But is Kanan going to stay here until then?
時貞、どうする？もう一度尋ねるが、君が先か後か、どっちがいい？
Part of me's like, well, Yakuya, turn Kanan into a rock. Turn him into a rock. Turn him into a stone. But then I'm like, well, if we turn him into a stone, do we have enough evidence to be like, yes, he was the ultimate mastermind? Because, I mean, we've got Kanan, who was stabbed, I guess, probably at first, and then shot by a gun. We've got Kaina's witness testimony of Kanan lured me here, stabbed me, then shot me. And then they've got the gun with his fingerprints on it. So, like, is there enough evidence at this point to be like, even if we do kind of destroy Kanan and turn him into a soul rock, that to be like, okay, yes, everything's fine. Nothing's wrong. The blood that slowly spread across Kaina's clothes was so red that I could hardly think. I wanted to save Kaina, but that gun was pointed right at us.
この距離では君のその刀は役に立たないよ。
I don't know, man. He can still throw it at you. Like, I feel like with the right aiming, you could, like, javelin it in front of someone, but maybe that's not quite as fast as a bullet.
時貞、では君からにしようか。愛する者を失って絶望する彼女を見たいからね。
He pointed the gun at Tokisada. Kanan, stop!
白夜、危ないから逃げるんだ。
I can't leave you behind.
いいから。僕は絶対にあなたを守ると決め。
Suddenly, a small white thing ran across the ground between my feet. Huh?
けけけ。
Paris! Mice power! Get him! Get him, Paris! Fuck him up! Go, Paris!
観念しろ。
Tokisada!
僕はやっと分かったんだ。この島での僕の役目は彼女を守ることだ。
So I'm guessing Paris like jumped out and bit his hand, so he dropped the gun. The boldness in his voice stunned me for a moment.
僕は弱くて愚かだ。君だけを責めることはできない。でも、それでも、君が彼女を傷つけようとするなら、見過ごすことはできない。
白ネズミはやはり僕の元には来てくれないらしい。
パリスは元はここで飼われていた子だよ。
白ネズミめ。
Paris and Tokisada were both staring at Kanan.
僕も彼女も君の瓦版には困らせられた。でも あれを楽しみにしている人
Too
がた
bad
く
you're
さ
a
んい
piece
る
of shit. I don't like Kanan if it wasn't immediately obvious. He's such a bitch.
瓦版が出なくなったら売り子たちも困る。
こんな真似をして生きてられるわけないだろう。
僕も彼女も処刑には反対だ。カナン、この島に来たばかりの頃、僕は君にいろいろと助けられた。死んでほしくないんだ。どんな事情であれ、君には生きていてほしいんだよ。
大きなお世話だ。
そうだね。僕がしていることは最低のおせっかいかもしれない。でも僕は君を殺したくないし、死んでほしくない。僕はこの目でたくさんの屍を眺めてきたから。生き続けるがゆえの地獄があることも知ってる。
I mean, hey, if he wants to spare so bad,
目の前で誰かの命が失われるのは嫌だ。
internalize it forever.
それが偽善だと、傲慢だと言われても、君と会えなくなるのは嫌だ。
男にそんな口説き文句みたいなことを言われても全く心に響かない。
Kanan, shut up.
そうだね。でもどうかしぶとく生きて、僕と彼女の婚姻を華々しく綴った瓦版を書いてくれないか。
君とオランピアの婚姻か。
Pink petals fluttered in the air above
その
them.
時まで僕が生きてたら盛大に書いてやるよ。
We count down to their divorce.
離婚がまた
Why are you such a bitter bitch? Is that it? Really? Okay. Oh, I need to mute.
少しずつ知りたくなって目が合えば嬉しくて今日もまた会いたくなるよどうしてこんなにも惹かれてしまうの答えをずっと探しては笑顔になって誰よりもあなたの隣で同じ夢を見たいもう二度と離れないでね繋いだ手離さない
We'll see, we'll
さて
see.
二人とも本日ここに呼ばれた理由はもう分かっているであろう。
Oh. I muted myself then and not the fucking... I muted myself and not the game there, didn't I? Shit, okay, I'm gonna have to mute that before it goes. But what I was saying, before I pressed the wrong fucking mute button, I was saying that every route has been fantastic, and Kanan as an antagonist was interesting and great. His motivation for why he's done what he's done is a bit weak compared to Sakyo and Nagusa. Like, Sakyo and Nagusa. Sakyo in Riku and Yosuke's route. Pretty fairly good, interesting, gripping reasons to why he was doing fucked up shit. Nagusa was a freak and a half. Just fucking mental. And just, there was a lot of teasing and it bringing up, like, oh, Kanan is planning something, he can't be trusted, Nagusa's working with them. Like, there was a lot of intrigue into, like, a lot of intrigue and leading up to it, and then just kind of finding out at the end, oh, he just wanted to make people depressed because he hates how he's never going to be happy, so he wants to make everyone else sad, is a bit weak. Just a bit weak. Just a little bit. Yeah. But overall, I still really like the route a lot. Tokisada's amazing. But yeah. That's kind of... I need to make sure I mute the right thing. Instead of... goddamn. It's okay. I'm a VTuber. VTubers scuff. It had been a week since the incident. The day of the trial had finally arrived.
私がドーマ殿に刃を向けた件でございましょうか。
なんとそのような恐ろしいことがあったのか、ドーマよ。
Nope, this is not about that at all.
時貞。
Tokisa's his human expectations. It seems like he's letting bygones be bygones, though, so hey, yay! Reason hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. I shall hydration myself. Lam lam lam. Thank you. Huh?
当のドーマがそういうのであれば、私たちが口を挟むこともない。
Moving on.
それでよ。
いえ、よくありません。私はどのようなお咎めでも受けます。
I'm sorry, Jigen. I didn't mean to cut you off.
常穂が詫び状を送ってきた。先日、時貞の処刑の許可を請うた書状は破棄し、私を罰してください。
Oh shit.
とな。
So I really do think he was given like that Kanan fucking gave him like hallucinatory bullshit that made him go crazy. Is that what happened back then?
失礼いたします。緑の常穂様から使いが参っております。
いえ、それはなりません。私とて。
常穂が緑の長を退きたいと申し出ている。
え？
こたびのことではお前に辛い思いをさせてしまったと、ずっと。
Or is it just? I mean, well, no. He said specifically, "Where's Kanan?" So I'm like, Kanan's gonna be involved with this somehow. Still, I think yeah, Kanan gave him hallucinatory, psychosis-inducing bullshit, and it made him go temporarily wackadoo.
違います。常ほどに何の責も咎もないのです。私の心の弱さが全て悪いのです。
常穂はお前を新しい長にと。私たちも論議を尽くしたが、常穂の申し入れを聞き届けることにした。
お待ちください。私にそのような大役は務まりません。もっと別の。
Hi, Ren. You did? I also did. I am a little bit tired, but I will be making food after this because I'm hungry.
常穂のたっての頼みを聞き届けられぬと、そのような薄情な息子なのか。
Jigen! Did he just say son?
確かにそなたはまだ17。この島における最も年若き長になろう。だが私たちも 人を見る眼は曇っていないつもりだ。そなたは白の娘と共にこの島の未来を憂い変えようとした。これ以上次の長にふさわしい男がいるだろうか。
Lord Jigen walked towards the breathless and silent Tokisada.
時貞、これを授けよう。
これは何かの種のように見えますが。
桃の種だ。
Oh, it's a peach tree. Tokisada and I looked at each other completely at a loss to what Jigen meant by this
私
gesture.
は柿が大好きなのだが、桃も捨てがたい。育てて交換しようではないか。
はい。
Peaches? Why peaches? In spite of our confusion, Lord Jigen gave a satisfied
こ
smile.
とをなすために焦ってはならぬ。桃も決して一日では実をつけぬ。
Lord Jigen pulling out the the Uguay lessons of life. Ah.
次元殿。
その桃と共にこの島に根付き、白の娘と健やかに暮らすがよい。
Tokisada stared at the peach seed in his hand for a moment, then ran towards Dolma. Tokisada?
私を罰してください、ドーマ殿。
Punish me!
笑って済ませられることではありません。私は間違いなく謀反人です。
悔いるのであれば、新しい緑の長として今以上にあの地を栄えさせよ。
あなた様まで。
Why are you both so
そのような
nice?
ことをおっ
This
し
is
ゃるのです
weird.
か。
Especially with Dolma. Dolma's usually a dick.
この私に面と向かって刃を向けた強者は今まで誰もいなかったからな。
まあ、この先が楽しみだこと。
大使。
時貞、常穂の心を汲むのも息子の務めよ。
Elder sister gracefully moved her fan.
それに私は聖人君子が好きではないの。一度や
I
二度
find the most reliable are the ones who've attempted to kill at least someone before.
かえって信頼できるわ。
I mean, considering she killed her bastard of a husband, I guess that's fair.
そんな冗談を言っている場合ですか。
I mean, despite Shira being kind of an antagonist and a little bit of a bitch, I love her. She's great. But lines like that, I like her
で
a
は
lot.
時貞、緑の長を誰かに譲るのか。ドーマもああ言っている。詫びたいと思うのなら未来で示せ。
Tokisada quickly dried his tears, then gave them a deep bow.
ドーマ殿、こたびは私の未熟さにより多大なるご迷惑をおかけいたしました。大変申し訳ありませんでした。私、天草四郎時貞は真摯に悔い改め、緑の長としてこの島に尽くしたいと思います。まだまだ至らぬ点もあるかと存じますが、何卒よろしくお願い申し上げます。
The bold expression on Tokisada's face brought tears to my
つ
eyes.
きましては、大変厚かましいのを承知で、緑の長として申し上げたいことがございます。この島の処刑の廃止をご検討ください。
Tokisada.
外しだけではありません。すべての罪深き者にお慈悲を。
You just outright ban the death penalty completely. For all crime. Just, I mean, you have a pit to dump them in. Just dump them in the pit and make them work. That sounds awful. I'm sorry.
次元殿はご存知でしょう。 私が海の向こうで一度処刑されたものであることを。ですが私はこの島に再び生を受け、己の役目を見出すことができました。同じく罪深き者に今ひとたびの機会を。
時貞、あなたがとても慈悲深いものだということは分かったわ。
承知の上でございます。
Sorry. I keep cutting off lines.
容易なことではないと諦めてしまったら何も変えることはできません。いえ、一つ訂正させてください。先ほど緑の長としてと申し上げましたが、そのことに気づかせてくれたのは彼女です。
Tokisada smiled at me.
これは彼女と私の願い、そして叶えるべき夢です。
Tokisada.
何かを変えればまた新しく変えるべきことが出てくるはずです。そういったものにも一つ一つ向き合ってまいりたいと思っております。
Tokisada's right. We'll do our best. We'll do everything we possibly can.
そうだな。私たちだけやり直せるのは確かに少しばかり不公平だ。
次元殿、
この場で答えは返せぬが検討しよう。
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
ドーマ、シュラ、桃が実るのが楽しみだろう。
せいぜい枯らさぬようにすることだな。
まずい桃なんて口に入れたくないわ。おいしく育ててね。
はい。
Oh, cute.
楽しみだね。桃が実ったらそれであの真っ白なソーダを作ってみようよ。
What a great idea. I'll pray for the tree to grow lots of them. I am glad to see Lord Tokisada finally root himself in this island. I still don't know how to do a deep, like, squeaky mouse voice. Lady Shira. She's a little bit of a bitch, but she's great. Now I can serve with him with a new peace of mind. I'm sure the two of them will live happily together.
お、パリスと大福が何か喋ってる。
Come to think of it, how did Paris know where you were, Tokisada? I am not the type to get lost like my brother. I came after you the moment I said something was amiss. She does.
ありがとうパリス。いつも僕を助けてくれて。
Nothing to it. I'm glad Kaina's going to be alright. Thank goodness Yoshika tended to him so quickly.
カナンもきっと次元殿たちが検討してくださるよね。お三方を信じよう。
We should pray for him too. It's the first thing I thought of in any situation. There wasn't a deeper meaning to what I said, but Tokisada stared at me intently.
ありがとう。僕をこの島に根付かせてくれて。
Huh? Where did that come from?
たくさん迷惑をかけてしまってごめん。お姉さんがいなかったら僕は溺れ死んでた。
Tokisada slightly traced the moist
主の
dirt.
声はやっぱり聞こえなかった。でもお姉さんが僕を呼んでくれるからそれでいい。
Tokisada, Despite the bright, sunny day, I felt like crying. His eyes sparkled as they looked straight at me.
反逆者カナンが言ったこともいろいろ考えた。でもやっぱり見て見ぬふりはできない。
I can't either.
僕は緑の長としてもっともっとこの島を知っていく。そして僕にできることをしていこうと思ってるんだけど。念のためもう一度聞いてもいい？
About what?
次元殿は白の娘と健やかに暮らせとおっしゃったけど、お姉さん的には？
Me? Of course I am.
本当に？よかった。
Wait, why would you even ask that?
いや、あの時ほら僕が無理にお願いしたかなって。
Huh? Vivid memories of what happened that night rushed back to mind. I could even recall Tokisada's warmth and the sensation of his fingers on his lips. And that was surprising, but it was what I wanted.
なら今口づけても怒らない？
Not at all. And I won't punch you either.
大好きだよ、白夜。これからずっと一緒に桃を食べようね。
Look at
泳ぎに行ったり
Daifuku.
探し物をしたりしようね。
Oh, his is blushing. That's fucking adorable. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. So cute. I'm sorry. That's adorable.
それからまたあの洞窟のお店にも行こうね。滝でも泳いだりしようね。
There are so many fun things to do.
もし楽しくないことがあっても二人で乗り越えていこうね。
Of course. We'll be together forever. My dear precious soulmate. You will never need to drift through the waves ever again. Yay! Green,
僕は
you're
ね、
done.
次元殿にとっても感謝しているんです。だってあの桃の様子を見るという名目で彼女の隠れ家に行くことができるのですから。もちろん長としての務めも勉強中ですよ。僕はもっともっと彼女にふさわしい男になるのですから。
Yay, okay. Oh. I'm big. I do not need to be that big. There you go. Hi. So that is probably gonna be all for today. I gotta go make lunch. It's almost 1 PM. So and then yeah. Next week streams, normal time, usual time. Time you guys know. We get to play Himuka next time. We get to start Himuka's route and see what Himuka's all about. Let's see. I need to actually see if there's anything specific we need to do. I'm pretty sure Himuka's route should just be unlocked right away. Yeah, his just starts off same way as everyone else's, and then we'll be able to pick him from the roster. Okay. Sweet. But yes, until then, stay electrifying. And I'll zap you later. Bye-bye.